man ining tanan. Pagtuang ining nos, makita ra ang adlaw sa atong paglakaw. Dili man masabtan ang mga rason, magkasabot na ta sa tugmang panahon. Worth it ang tanan, pagkang taman sa pag-iumako. Worth it ang tanan, nang man alang dihanin mo. Worth it ang tanan, magyaluha kaya tinguha ko. Di nga ko ang ikumain mo, kung ikaw ang ikumain ko. Sa kalapad sa tuwing pangangkaw, sa kagumay ning kalibutan, ayaw ka malakak, abot ra gihapon ta, ang panamiti na pito. Magkita ka tapos di ka magdungag pamilyo. Worth it ang tanang matagang naman sa pag-iumako. Worth it ang tanang naiaguman alang dihanin mo. Worth it ang tanang mga lupa kayang tinguha ko. Di nga ko ang ikumain mo, kundi ikaw ang hinumain ko. Wala'y kumitay, wala may buhi ay huwag itinay, ubos na anay pa. Kibaw ko nga magtuloy man taba, kung mapabiling tayo manahiga. Oh, ang tanan, worth it ang tanan. Worth it ang tanan. Worth it ang tanang matagang taman sa pag-iumako. Worth it ang tanang naiakuman alang dihanin mo. Worth it ang tanang nangyayupa kaya tinuha ko. Hinga ko lang ikumain mo, kundi ikaw ang hinuha ko.
Good evening, everyone, and tonight's another session of our live talk with AB. And before we formally start, I will just like to offer this prayer to everyone who is watching. So let us feel the presence of our Lord Jesus Christ. So I am requesting everyone to feel His presence and find a um, your favorite spot in your room, in your house, or anywhere you are, so that we could communicate with God and with Jesus. So, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, Amen. Lord Jesus Christ, our true physician and healer, be merciful to us and bring us your aid in these troubled times. Heal our sickness and every affliction of your people. Drive out our infirmities of soul and body. Free us from all disease and especially from this pestilence. We place in your gentle heart the elderly, the frail, people with disability, children, young people and families, our indigenous peoples, the workers, the farmers, those who are poor, lonely, and isolated. As you walk with us, free them from fear and give them patience and hope together with our loving care. In your mercy, deal also with the causes of our pitiful condition, that in our curing our lack of faith and spiritual weakness, you may also remedy our bodily ills. Father of mercies, we thank you for all who care for the sick. When they diagnose, give them patience. When they protect the vulnerable, give them your protection. When they work to heal, give them strength. When they comfort, give them consolation. When they are tired, give them rest. When they are discouraged, bring them your hope. O Heavenly Father, enlighten the minds of women and men of medical science who are working to find a solution to this viral infection. To our leaders and all frontliners and backliners, guide them always. Guide their research and help them discover what you provide in creation, sure ways of control, protection, inoculation, and healing. Strengthen them in their tiring work and enrich in them the virtue of hope. Again, Lord, please bless our leaders, to our public servants called to serve us in our nation. May they respond to the challenges of this affliction with prudence and sound judgment. With foresight, may their planning alleviate the economic burdens, compensate for losses, protect employment, and ensure ample food for the poor and isolated. And we stand before you in our human weakness. We confess that we have been caught up in pride and the presumption that drives our worldly society. Free us from the arrogance that afflicts our age, for now we stand confounded by the conditions beyond our control or understanding. Lord, give us humble and honest hearts to discern the greater mystery of your providence in creation. May we accept your justice and trust your redeeming mercy. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. All right, good evening, everyone. This is your boy AB, and this is another session of Live Talk. And tonight it's the 10th of, or today it's the 10th of January, and it's already the second week. Happy New Year once again to all our viewers who are watching this Live Talk. And I know it's been late. I tried to I tried this new streaming software I found from Sarah Suyom and Libni Fortuna stream. So I tried StreamYard, and um, So far it's good, and I didn't encounter any problems. But anyways, welcome sa inyong tanan, and this is your host for tonight. And for now, wala pa tayong guest. But watch out next week. I'm gonna post tomorrow um, the first ever guest natin for this year 2021 for Life Talk with AB. And this month we'll be discussing about how we handle stress. Yeah, and so it has been a requested topic of one of my friends, Jobert, and also with all of my colleagues and classmates who are also taking up online classes or modular classes in this time of pandemic. And also a lot of my teachers and mga professors are also having this mental stress or mga stress sa mga pag-prepare ng mga grades, pag-prepare ng mga requirements, and all those necessary tasks and responsibilities they have on their plate. So it came to mind that January would be more of preparing or laying down the year, being prepared mentally, physically, spiritually, and of course socially. Then, despite the setup that we have right now. But before anything else, our time is already 59 minutes past 9, and a minute from now will be 10 o'clock. And what you're hearing is actually from Kadasig Sahaha Sula serye, mga kanta para sa Nagmaoy album. And it is sung by no other than Kurt Fick and featuring Jackie Chang. And this was written by songs were written by Roel Ucat or Medyo Maldito, Therese Villarante, and of course, producer, songwriter, and one of my inspirations, Sir Jude Gitamondok. So you can check them out on Facebook. Just search for Kadasig, and of course, you can visit YouTube as well, and you can check out their album and all the songs that they have already um, shared to the world. And I am telling you guys and gals that the songs, it may be in vernacular or in Bisaya, the songs are really powerful, very heart wrenching at some point, but it always reminds us that in every heartache there is always something that will remind us that it is so good to be alive. So, mag-greeting muna tayo mga friends. So, let's start off with a very good friend of mine, Bato, Joshua, Aaron, and Camille, who are hopefully watching together. And happy viewing sa inyo. And just let me know on the comment section, how do you handle your stress? How do you handle your stress? So I'm very excited to discuss about this. And of course, I would like to greet Teddy Oracoy and to her very beautiful and lovely kids, kay Aki and Adi. Always talaga ma-jumble yan sa kanila. And to the Wink family, yan. So to all my Wink family who are also been a very special part of my 2017 up until 2020 and up until now. And thank you very much for watching and visiting or dropping by. And of course, my ever so supportive na seatmate and sabihin na din natin one of the best singers din siguro na seatmate na kumbaga napapakalma din sa akin at times when alam niyo yung sa work before very bombarded ka ng ng heavy contacts, and then there's this seatmate of yours by the name Dean Camarillo Diaz who is currently watching as well, then at least in uplift din because she's also a fan of Visayan music or Vispop. So thank you very much for dropping by, Din. And to my cousin, Kyle, thank you very much. And hopefully you could share your thoughts and how do you handle stress at work, kay si Engineer Kyle or Electrical Engineer Kyle. Iba din kasi talaga yung field niya eh. It's electrical engineering, and then nagfi-field siya. And maganda din siguro malaman natin how they normally handle stress sa ganyan ng mga field work. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. And to Leo Pequero as sa lahat ng mga frontliners natin yan, mga batchmates, mga nurses, mga doctors, mga medtechs, radtechs, mga employees ng hospitals, mga security guards, lahat talaga, even the 911. Shout out pala sa Central Command 911 dito sa may Huna Subdivision, and of course sa ating Task Force Davao, sa ating Davao City Police Office who keeps the peace and order maintained properly here in the city of Davao. And salute po talaga sa inyo, sir, sa TMC natin, LTO, who always try their best to really make the traffic very manageable, lalo na pag mga mga rush hour. Shout out pala sa mga TMC diyan sa may kanto Sandawa kahapon. Nag nag-wave sila when I was riding my bike, and then very organized din yung pag ano nila, pag handle ng ang traffic. So it's really nice to have to really support, and of course salute yung mga frontliners natin, dahil sila din ang mga frontliners, mga um nag mga street sweepers natin, mga garbage collectors natin. Thank you very much po. And of course sa mga barangay capitans and purok leaders natin dito sa Mayhuna Subdivision, saludo po kami sa inyo for keeping the cleanliness of our area maintained. Yan po. And shout out to my cousin, Levely Albansag, and to Enzo, Loyal Enzo Pao, unsa naman? What's up? Nagahulat lang ko ato tong imuhang the offering that you provided me before. And shout out to Gerald Oster. Oy, Gerald, classmate. Thank you very much, bye, for watching. So, sa mga bagong viewers natin, this is Life Talk with AB. So, basically, Life Talk talks about life. Ganun lang talaga siya kasimple. It is more of inspirational, motivational, um, no negativities. I always want to have a very wonderful year of positivity and being inspired and fueled with our passion, because we all know that this pandemic had caused a lot of stress and anxieties. Alam mo yung minsan na-choke na tayo sa pag limited space natin dito sa mga bahay natin. We wanted to unwind, pero very ano din talaga, the fear of being affected is something that we don't want to really have. So yun din talaga, again, prevention is better than cure. So playing on the background is TJ Monterdes kung siya man. So I'll be playing mostly Visayan pop music for this evening's topic or ating discussion for tonight, na how do we handle stress? How do you handle stress? It may be in your schoolwork, in your day-to-day life, naging routinary na ba siya? And of course, yung sa very common talaga at work, yung especially yung mga nasa same industries, same industry as me, na nasa BPO. Alam ko talaga na at this time very ano din talaga, kasi it's a new setup for us, lalo na yung hindi comfortable sa work from home. So ano din yung how do you handle it? So you can comment them down below, but if you don't want to have your comments read publicly, you can also send me a private message here on my Facebook page, and you can also share this live stream over your Facebook page or your groups, kumbaga. And I also have a wait lang, hindi ko pala nalagay dito yung aking official Facebook page. I have an official Facebook page. I'm going to post it sa comment section. I'm gonna pin the comment. Like, follow, and like, follow, and subscribe ba sa ano, sa Facebook. Like, follow, and share na lang. And support. And support. Yan. My Facebook page. And now currently playing on the background is our very own dito, Davao grown, homegrown dito sa Davao grown, homegrown from Davao City. This is the group called Zalia. It's Zalia, and this is their song from Music School, Bisaya Special. This is Pag Sure Oy, one of the best songs siguro na nakinig ko. And when I was still in the radio station in Radyo Niwan, I always have this song part of my daily playlist, or yung kung every time I have my program. Nandito talaga to pag Sure Oy, Zalia, Ha, Sula, like the Visayan pop music talaga. Somehow um distresses me yung sa mga ganyan na yung mga ano natin ganun na mga problema. So yun din talaga yung mga yan na one of the things that I do to distress is to listen to music kahit minsan yung alam mo yung hugot or very may nabasa ko before when you're trying to listen to a music lalo na when you're sad alam niyo yung the lyrics except pag hindi mo yun maintindihan like Korean pop or Korean ballad or Japanese pop minsan we don't understand them kung wala tayong background sa language nila so we somehow um ano ba yan, we somehow relate to it by the melody, by the musicality, by the instrument, yung tempo, yun yung kumbaga nagre-resonate sa soul natin. Parang, parang the same when we listen to classical music, yung mga Beethoven, mga Chopin, mga Mozart, mga ganun na mga songs, mga instrumentals. Minsan na-feel din natin parang napapump yung ating emotions. Minsan yung ating self is ang ganda talaga ng instrumental na to. Pero some people, dahil hindi sila inclined or hindi sila na-introduce sa mga ganun na genre, minsan they find it very weird or sometimes they find it very quote and unquote um masyadong social yun. Kung in layman's term pa masyado pang social. So yun din yung but music is one of the most powerful distressors para sa akin. So whenever I'm sad, minsan papatugtog din ako ng sadder songs pa. Parang alam mo yun, yung double kill talaga na malungkot ka na, nakikinig ka pa ng malungkot na song, eh di mas lalo kang lulungkot. But same as one of my favorite animated films from Disney Pixar, yung Inside Out, we really have to experience sadness for us to again enjoy joy. Kumbaga doon natin maiintindihan na in every downfall there will always be a lesson from those experiences and it will makes us better and at the same time parang it will remind us na ayaw ko na maramdaman ulit yung ganung sadness so we try to do things to avoid it or hindi naman to avoid but to deal with it and to be more mature in resolving those issues again if ever darating na naman siya sa natin sa ating mga buhay-buhay. So yun, our time it's 10 minutes past 10 and you're still here with me with AB. This is Ash Bulldog po, AB po for short. Yun po, wala na pong masyadong maisip na magandang pangalan. I used to be called DJ Gab, that's GAB, that's Ginoong Ash Bulldog. Gab is Gabby Concepcion in short term dahil idol ko po si Sharon Cuneta. Yung Mr. DJ niya po before was si hindi ko alam kung totoo yun ha. Ang Mr. DJ niya kumbaga dati sa life niya was Gabby Concepcion or Gab for short. Kaya yun, crush ko po kasi si Sharon Cuneta yung mga early 80s nila na mga film. Sa Hirap and Ginawa will always be my favorite Sharon and Gabby film. Yan. And of course, before I continue and we'll start with the discussion, I would like to continue giving my shout outs to our viewers and our listeners kung nan, because some people will only just click the live but will not really watch the video kasi 'di ba? Sino na makikita nila? You will just see my face in a blurry setup pero thank you very much for the viewers reactors. So shout out to my cousin. Yan belated happy birthday to Uma. Uma, if I know you're watching with Tita Inday and of course my spirit cousin animal like Mia that we share the same vibe. Yeah, Mia and Tito Frank wherever you are please always be safe and I will always continue to pray for our families and yeah, happy viewing and shout out to Kuya Luis, Ate Kex, and to Rock and Seven. Again, guys, if you want a delicious food and if you want catering, if you don't know any catering service, please like and follow Rock and Seven. It's simple, Rock and Seven sa Facebook, and then I tell you delicious and very affordable catering meals and food that is really ano talaga, um, yung every bite talaga will make you reminisce from your happiness talaga. So yun, thank you very much, Ate Kex and Kuya Luis and your family. And always po talaga thankful ako to have my families behind me and with me. So yun, ang dami talaga, ang dami pala hindi ko kasi nababasa yung mga nagvo-view sometimes. But thank you very much um for ano yun? Thank you very much for visiting my live. So, yun po, ang dami pala ano, so babatiin ko muna before I start with the topic. But if you have your answers na for tonight's topic, how do you handle your stress? It may be in your work. Was there a time in last year, or there was a moment in your in at work ba, at school, kumbaga sa relationship niyo, how do you handle or how did you handle that stress? You can comment them down below, but if you're comfortable comfortable, you can also send me a private message so that I could read them anonymously sa ating live. But tonight I want to have January as a month of um knowing how people handle, or kumbaga how do you cope up with the stress, kasi being cooped up or parang naka-lock tayo sa ating four corners. Minsan, kaya sabihin natin in our comforts of our home, minsan may times din talaga kasi we're not really lalo na pag adventurous ka, or you're an outgoing person, you're an extrovert. Minsan hindi kasi tayo sanayin yung situation na ganito na we're like cage. So, minsan nagiging added stress yun sa atin. But later on, reading some of I will be reading an article from one of my favorite magazines. Thank you very much to my sister, Eileen, who is also watching. Shout out to my ever pretty and very gorgeous sister, Eileen, for also introducing me to Candy Magazine. Yeah, I know. Siya po din kasi talaga yung nagpa-purchase before ng Candy Magazine. And whenever I visit Davao City during my elementary days, yun din talaga yung binabrowse ko na mga magazine before. Candy Magazine, Meg, Chalk, like 17, K-Zone. When naging first year high school na ako, I started collecting K-Zone and Witch. So yan, I'll be continuing with the I will continue with the shoutout na baka kasi ano, baka ibabash ako. Hindi, joke lang. But again, thank you very much for watching as well, for viewing this wave na lang natin. Dami pala. Shoutout to Enzo Loyola again. Uy, Camille Nuesca, uy, nabasa ko yung post mo kanina about about iba daw talaga magmahal ng mga mga ano yan? Nursing students or nursing mga nurses. So, pwede ka din mag-comment, how do you handle stress at work? Lalo sa mga medical practitioners natin, mga frontliners natin. Lalo na ngayon, I really wanted to hear from you. How do you handle, or how did you handle stress before? Lalo yung ano pa tawag na yun? Nag hindi kasi OGT yung sa ano, hindi OGT sa nursing or sa medical field. Basta yung nagfi-field kayo, ano yung nagjo-duty ba kayo? Parang on the job duty, something yan. Parang how did you handle stress? Kasi before parang prepared ka with all glammed up ka, todo makeup and everything after ng iyong shift. Dala-dala niyo ng payong ninyo. Tapos alam niyo parang drained din yung ano. So very ano din ako, very curious din ako, how did you handle those stress? And to Kepi, to ever supportive friend of mine in Luzon, thank you very much for watching. Marian, thank you very much for ano, how do you handle stress, Marian? Marian, and of course sa lahat ng barkada ng girlfriend ko na si Honey Jane. tulog pa ata si Shani or natulog na siya. So, how do you handle stress, especially so work as a professor before sa in one of the universities sa Davao? I'd like to hear from you guys or gals. How did you handle the stress? Christine Brua, yung student kasi this is Christine Brua was one of my creative directors sa council ko sa Assumption College of Davao before. So, thank you very much for watching. Naj Omar, how do you handle the queue? Yeah, so how do we handle the stress? I really wanted to hear you guys. So, Uy, Francis Lloyd, Arizola and Arizola family, thank you, bye for watching. Melanie, uy, ikaw, nakita ko yung comment mo dun sa kay Jungkook TV. Actually, Jungkook TV was subscriber niya ako. Um, mag-guest sana sa aking show ngayong night. So this is going to be a 3-hour show. I started at 9 something, 9:45 if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully you can join me up until 12, but if not it's okay. You can watch this rewind on my page. Rewind, I mean yeah, replay rather sa aking page. So again, I'm gonna pin this comment. Like, follow, share and support my Facebook page. Simple lang po, Ash Bulldog Lagon. Hindi po talaga siya mahirap ano. Um, yan po. And also, Nicolay. Yan. Nicolay page. I also have a friend who is also a streamer by the name Nicolay. So I will also tag that page here on the comment section. And kay Ana din. Ana. Ano yung ano ni Ana? Wait lang ha. So anyways, our time is already 10:19. Playing on the background is Puhon by Kurt Fick. I tell you guys, if you have free time, you can visit the YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and search for Kadasig. They have Hahaha Sula Serie, and the songs there, guys, super like if you're stressed, if you're sad, if you're happy, you can listen to their songs, and it's um sabihin na natin ito yung isa sa nag-save ng life ko last mga couple years ago, lalo na when I was down and sad, not because I don't have a depression or no, but we always have these moments na nag-pile up na yung ating mga stress, and gusto lang talaga natin na moment alone with God or with ourselves to really find ourselves again from the darkness. And ito talaga yung isa sa mga songs na or mga yung playlist of my life kumbaga. If you have your playlist, yan din yung magiging topic ko na next week. Ano yung playlist nyo sa buhay nyo? It may be in any genre. I really kasi minsan din kasi or some people uses music as their coping mechanism. Kayo din ba? Din ba yung ginagawa niyo sometimes when you're sad? Especially mga fellow K-pop ko, alam niyo talaga before it was a challenge, stress din talaga sa akin yung alam mo yung binabash yung mga fanboys, mga fans ng K-pop or ng any Japanese pop. Yung alam mo yung it's not native sa atin na genre. So yun din talaga yung gusto ko. I would like to um from you guys. Yun din ba yung how did you handle the stress then? So again, our topic for tonight's live talk is how do you handle stress? It may be in different situations, in different scenarios or experience. If you have experiences before, you can also share it on the comment section. But if you're uncomfortable having your name read or your comments in public, you can also send me a message privately. So para at least ma-anonymous natin yung ano nyo. Um, Wait lang, hinahanap yung isang page ng friend ko. And now, playing on the background is still Kurt Fick's song. It's in Love Rakutob. It's in Bisaya, but I tell you guys, the song is it's really nice. Like it's really nice talaga. Para, ayun talaga eh. I really love the songs na they they compose. Parang in every moment ng life ko ngayon pag mag-play ako ng song ng Kadasig, parang uy, ito yung parang gusto ko i-play ito na song kasi happy trippy ngayon. Uy, sad ako masyado ngayon. I really wanted to play this song. So every songs that was composed, parang naging talaga siya, naging anthem ng moments ng life ko. Whatever gutom na gutom ako, parang ito yung gusto kong pakinggan. So yun din talaga yung ko would like to share with you guys. So ito yung I also would like to support local music, and of course our fellow artists dito sa Philippines who are also composing and creating wonderful and inspiring songs. It may be hugot, yan kasi yung ano eh, 'di ba, mga tulad nila Moira, I Belong to the Zoo, um ano pa ba yung mga new generation, late 2010s na mga bands na nag-create din ng mga compositions na very hugot. Yan yung mga December Avenue, mga ano ba, Four of Spades? Four of Spades ba yun? Yung Ben and Ben. Yan. So, Ben 10, the joke lang. So, anyways, it's 22 minutes past 10. Again, welcome sa ating live talk. So, hinahanap ko lang din yung isang page ng friend ko. Ayun, yun. Found it. Finally, I found the page so that I could also have it pinned sa ating ano. So, I would like you to keep supporting fellow streamers and to um alam mo yun, yung let's share positivity, let's share inspiration, motivation sa mga tao. Kasi it's not really easy to um handle everything, lalo na pag ano, hindi tayo sanay sa mga nangyayari sa mundo or even sa work natin. I tell you guys, it's not it's not easy. So yan, I already commented the yan. So just check the pinned comments for our pages. Please support the pages. Support my official page. It's Ash Bulldog Lagon. Also Necole. That's my friends. A friend from Cavite, and Ana. Ana, tagasan ka nga, Ana. I think in Makati. So we all met dito lang sa gaming community, but because of the gaming community, we have a special connection as fellow gamers and streamers then. So a huge shout out po for everyone. Ayan po, so I'm just gonna read other greetings dito sa ating comment section. Shout out pala kay Melanie. Oy Melanie, mag rank game tayo sometime so that we could distress din. Mobile Legends is also one of my distressors. And shout out to Kuya Matt and Ate Ivy, kay Milky and Snowy. Thank you very much for watching as well and supporting. Please, you can send a comment. Pwede din po kayo mag-send ata ng star. Ay, wala palang star dito kasi hindi pa to yung page ko. Kung page ko sana, pwede kayo mag ano. Pero, yeah, hindi ko pa naman kailangan ng donation. Hindi ko pa kailangan donation. Pero if you're willing to donate, in the future I'll be conducting live streaming for a cause, for charities and also for advocacies and campaigns in the future. So shout out din pala sa lahat ng mga viewers natin and to my relatives and my families who are ever support. Ate Kandoy, Kuya Carlo, and to all my cousins abroad who are watching. Thank you so much for supporting this endeavor. This is your cousin now, not only the host of our family event, but I'll also be hosting my own talk show. Yan kasi ilang just to share, I try to apply or paano ba to? Gusto ko din talaga maging artista before. Sir kay kasabay ko sila Gerald Anderson Dates, but shortlisted dahil hindi naman tayo ganun kagapuhan. And for tonight's show, I would like to thank my one of the sponsors, no other than Sabay sa Alon. You can see them. You can follow their page, www.facebook.com/ride the vibes, or just simply search Sabay sa Alon. This is their logo, so it would not be very impossible, or it's impossible for you to miss. And of course, you can see at the back as well, my Pokemon collection, in courtesy of Pokemon Incorporated. And hindi po nakaklaro or hindi po nahahalata yung aking ano. Wait lang. Also my diffuser, I'm Young Living Essential. I'm currently diffusing lavender and I think thieves, kasi anti-insects, and gusto ko din po talaga yung lavender to calm myself, lalo na paiba-iba kasi yung panahon eh. Kaninang umaga it was too hot, and then biglang hapon it drizzled, it rained, so mga ganun. And of course, shout out din pala sa aking so lovely tita na si Tita Inday or M. Frankie. Yan. Maki Duran. Uy, Maki, yung ating ramen moment nila TLan. So just set a schedule this week siguro this week. I'm free Thursday. I'm free Thursday. Hopefully we could try the ramen, the one that you shared. And um who else? Diana Escalante, Diana Reyes. If you could remember me, I will never forget you. Just send me a message because you know what really happened before. It was a roller coaster right talaga sa lahat sa atin yun sa during our volunteer period. And again, Maki Duran and to the Duran family, thank you so much for watching the stream. It means a lot to me. Kahit drop by lang kayo, say hi, and then um just wave your ano ba, wave ba dito. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Nakakataba po ng ano ng puso. Parang ganito pala yung feeling, no? Alam niyo yung nagsi-stream ka and then all of a sudden yung may nagko-comment, may nagsi-share, and it's really ganito pala yung feeling. Parang feeling pero it's one way of me distressing. It's one way of me kasi maraming thoughts minsan nagpa-pile lang siya, or alam mo yung naka-clog lang siya sa thoughts mo or inner core mo, and hindi mo siya na-express. And then of course isa din sa ano ko is to communicate with my partner, with my mom. And grabe, dami din talaga nagko-comment ngayon. Our time is already 29 minutes past 10. This is Life Talk with AB. Our question for tonight's show, how do you handle stress? You can comment them down below if you're confident enough to have your comments read as well by our fellow viewers. But if not, you can send me a private message. You can just click my profile pic, and then you can just send me a message so I can read it anonymously. So gusto ko po talaga malaman, how do you handle stress? Because one way or the other, our viewers na nakikinig or nanonood, they will somehow learn from other experiences na, pwede din pala ganun. Ah, ay, ganun din, or nakaka-relate ka din na, uy, ganun din yung ginawa ko yung when I experienced that situation or experience. So yan, shoutout wait lang. Oh my god. D Jamaica Choi. Hi Jam. Okay, close man to, no? So medyo close na, so I can call you by your second name. Shout out to Ram, Jamaica, Cabanero, Nawang, and to the Nawang family. Yan. Kung mayroon ka pa mga Big Bang merch, please let me know. And then I'm really thankful for kasi si Jamaica Choi was also one of my fellow K-pop enthusiasts, and siya din yung isa sa mga lodi namin in terms of pag sabi mo K-pop star talaga, that's Jamaica. Superstar K pala yung sinalihan mo. Wait, shout out pala kay YG, JYPN, kay Boa, at kay Yuhiyul. Kung, if you're watching. Pero shout out kay Jamaica Choi. Thank you very much for gracing this live stream. Parang nakakahiya naman sa inyo. But yeah, thank you so much for dropping by. Shout out kay Weng, Quiza, and Quiza siblings, and Quiza family, and kay Migs. Shoutout sa inyo. AR43 na po ako sa aking Genshin Impact. Kanina po sa page ko nag-stream ako for an hour. Hinanap ko lang yung mga treasure for sa Silly Quest, and then nag-start na ako sa live talk ko. So shoutout sa inyo. Raven Mira, um girl, you should continue na talaga. You should launch your YouTube channel. I'll be one of your supporters, and you have a very promising 2021 din talaga, and I'll be one of your supporters, and of course I'll forever be thankful na naging ano din tayo, mga best ups tayo ng ano ng wink. So yan, Arvin Riola, oy tol, kamusta? Shoutout sa mga kaibigan natin dyan sa UP Los Baños, sa UP Baguio, sa mga friends ko sa UP Diliman. Shoutout sa inyo. Thank you so much for watching. JV Indyongko, oy, Jonks, baka may mga extra spare parts ka dyan, kahit RAM card lang talaga para ma-upgrade yun yung aking 16 gig na CPU. But yeah, anyways, I'm so happy that hopefully we could bond again as or maka-reunion tayo. Siguro one of this few months siguro. Oy, Sarge Remojo. Hindi ko pa rin makalimutan ginawa niya sa akin yung first year high school. Kayo nila Bismarck at saka nila Pipo Puentes Pina. Yun kay Sir Baruis na class yun. Shoutout pala sa aking mga classmates sa One Flavor. Yan, sa Ateneo. Yun, dami pa lang nag-comment. So, grabe, first time ko na experience to. Swear, promise. Ang dami nag-comment. Ate Kex, thank you very much for watching. Oy, Roberto, congratulations. I'm so happy for your relationship. Yan si Robert Esquardo po is my fellow K-pop fashion enthusiast. Yan po talaga yung parang spirit animal ko din when it comes to mga avant-garde na mga buwis buhay na K-pop fashion, makeup and everything. Yun, Chingo, uwi na kayo dito sa Davao. Libre niyo ako ng pagkain. Oy, Crucial Irish Buwal, one of the most delicious na um, uh, desserts na try ko was from Sweets by Chibi. So you can visit her page po, Sweets by Chibi. And thank you so much for watching. For a second thought, I thought you had an aquamarine highlights. Hindi, sa ano lang, sa lights lang talaga yan, Chingu. So, yun na din talaga. Um, Hold on a sec. Ang dami pala. Sorry, hindi ko nahabol yung mga comments, but thank you so much for watching. Oy, David Charles Santillan, thank you so much for gracing this period. And yan, Eileen Megs, damo gid nga salamat for watching. Crits Austria, adapt or get away. Oh, sige, mamaya babasahin na natin yung mga mga sagot ninyo. But play lang muna natin tong um this is a song coming from O Caraga. This is Ipanumpa Ko. One of the best songs ever. One of the best songs siguro na napakinggan ko in my life, especially yung mga troubling times ko. Ito yung O Caragas Ipanumpa Ko from their Why Sukod album. Yan. But brought to us by Kadasi. So shout out ko lang muna talaga sa lahat ng ang dami pala talaga no. So now we will be starting with our topic per se. Oh, tama din pala. Super shout out din pala sa Office of the Senator Bato de la Rosa. Thank you so much, and to my very close friend Maki and Bennett. Nakita ko yung video kanina ni Bennett, no hands. Uy nako, paring Bennett, mag-ingat-ingat. Akala ko yun pa yung concern mo, Mac. Tapos sabi ko, ang atabs. Tapos sabi ko, grabe ka, Mac. Pero shout out and to Tita Nancy, to Liz, to Rock, and to your partners. And again, Liz, congratulations on another chapter. Rock, alam mo na, ikaw na sunod. Pero yun, thank you so much, Mac, for watching. Again, this is also, you're one of the closest friends, and then one of the people na who also taught me that we really need to maximize our youth. So, yung alam mo yun, to really inspire others din na um, we want to be heroes to others din. Kahit yung sa simple things na ganito, sharing good vibes, sharing inspirations, motivation. Kahit yung itsura ko hindi nakaka-inspire, pero yeah, alam ko na yan, I know that. Pero thank you so much for watching and gracing this page. And uy, Prince Magdaleno yan. Shout out. Uy, Prince, baka naman may paano tayo diyan. Baka sponsor ng leche flan. But no, masarap yung leche flan nila Prince Magdaleno. If you're looking for very affordable and very not too sweet but not too bland din na yung just the right amount. Parang yung pagmamahal niya sa'yo, yung tamang-tama talaga. um, Pwede niyo po i-PM si Prince Magdaleno sa comment section po siya. Shout out sa iyo and to all your relatives who's watching. Later on po ay babasahin ko na po yung mga sagot niyo. Uy, shout out kay Uy, Taj. Girl, you should start your YouTube channel, do the covers, do your original compositions. Na-miss ko na yung ating choral nila na bench before dun sa Quezon, Quezon City, and hoping to see you soon again in Manila kung if it if permitted by opportunity din. So shout out din pala kay George Hore. Hoy George. Ay din pala kay Yani sa inyong chikiting Pwede bang mahalin ka? Pwede niyo ako mahalin as inyong kaibigan. Brian Quino, engineer, please, I know, I will pray for you, buddy. Alam ko talaga. And then, put up your cover na ng ano, ng kung siya man jud. And our time is 37 minutes past 10. Maya-maya po, by 10:45, we will be reading your answers for this night's live talk with AB. How do you handle stress? Where does it time or were there a time in your life, it may be last year, kahapon lang ba, this week, or in the future, how would you handle stress? Especially first week of 2021, natapos na. Isipin nyo yun, that fast. Parang kailan lang. Kailan nagtatalunan pa tayo na parang goodbye 2020, hello 2021. And now we're on the second week of ano na, January 2021. Or so how do you handle stress? Or are there ways or mga personal traditions or mga rituals ninyo na you would like to share sa ating viewers and listeners in how you handle stress? Of course, don't worry, alam ko matitino naman yung mga comments nyo dyan. Wala naman siguro mga rated SPG dyan or nag-incite ng violence or whatever kasi ibablock ko kagad. Hindi, joke lang. Pero yeah, any comments, any ways or means or experiences you would like to share, and how did you handle the stress? Parang interview lang. So, pero yeah, yun yung gusto talaga natin malaman ngayon. So, yun po, patuloy na natin masyado. Bea Royeca, oy Bea, Bea Reca is one of my closest workmates din talaga and friend din. Shoutout kay Alexis and Simbahan family and kila Lola and kay Aliana. Uy, Aliana, congratulations again sa new chapter din ng life nyo. Kay TL Sydney, oy Sid, January na, sana yung epic skin ko? Baka naman. Anyways, Zyra Key, o kung legend ka na, you can comment na or we could rank up para sabay tayo sa ano. And again, oy, Japo, shoutout mo din kay Japo, yan, to my cousin Japo. If you're looking for koi, oy, tama, Mac, di ba, you're looking for koi fishes, you can comment me. My cousin is actually selling koi fishes, and pwede ano, kausapin ko yung pinsan ko, baka makapagbigay ng ano ng commission sa akin. Na discount, joke lang. Pero yeah, if you're looking for koi fishes, guys, you can message me so that I could refer you to my cousin who is also selling koi fishes, especially sa mga landscape or sa mga aquascapes ninyo dyan sa mga bahay-bahay niyo. Uy, to TLV, thank you so much. Yung mga lessons nyo, especially during SSI days, hanggang ngayon ay dala-dala ko pa rin. Hopefully, we could bond again or have our reunion someday. And oy, Marjorianto Roturas, and congratulations to your husband sa kay ano ba, sergeant ba, sergeant ng PNP. Saludo po talaga tayo sa mga PNP natin na really serving the people. To Team Gamboa, to the Gamboa family, sa aking mga barkada sa Assumption, si Patricia Cocon family, si Sharvy, Henita, si Ella Leones, yan po yung mga kasabayan ko. And then, doon ko lang nalaman na relatives di ay mobile ni Pat. So shout out to your dad, to your family, and of course to your daughter, daughter, to your daughter. So happy listening sa inyo, the Gamboa family. And also huge shout out din pala sa ating Vice Mayor Sebastian Duterte, was also gracing this period, gracing this live stream din. So bas magbike na tapuhon na naman kay ghosting lang sa akong kuya magbike magkaroon sa iyang bike. But yeah, it's already 41, 4 more minutes before we will be starting reading your comments and your answers. And also I will be reading the article that I've researched. Research talaga, may RRL lang dito sa Candy Magazine, courtesy of Candy Magazine. Candy Magazine, tag lang po natin Candy Mag for um, today's topic about handling stress. Yan po. So there are 101 ways to distress according to a psychology teacher. This is an article by Mara Agner way back in 2016. So I read this. Ma-share ko lang sa inyo, during my pastime, isa sa may ginagawa ko is I read magazines online. So nakasubscribe pa rin ako sa kanilang mailing list. So kung may new article, I get some time din talaga. Aside from news, I read news online din. Yun din talaga yung ano. Kasi minsan pag mahirap na makakuha ngayon ng hard copy. So it's really nice that they publish their articles online then so we could read and to be entertained and at the same time educated by other well written quotations. So yun din po, shout out din pala kay Kit Joshua oy Abella. Hindi ko pa rin di gyapon ako makalimtan to na atas sports complex second floor nagapractice mo ata mo sa PE ninyo ato tas nagsayaw mi saba kami kisab-an mi sa inyong teacher tapos ikaw ba itong leader ato sa inyong sayaw. Pero one of the best dancers Kevin Joshua Abella by padayon jud always sa pagsayaw. Attorney Fabian, yes Fabian. Bakit parang nagiging nasa stress ako sa pagre-reminisce ko ng pagto-throwback ko si Jess Fabian at saka yung mga barkada niyo sila Tet at Arba. Sino pa yung isa niyo kasama isa? Tatlo kayo yun eh. Yung sumugod sa one flavor na room. Basta yun na yun. And shout out to Ella Esquivel and family. And Pobre family, yan. Shout out sa inyo. And sa barkada ng kuya ko, yan again, this tonight's show is sponsored no other than Sabay sa Alon. And Happy Lemon, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sponsoring this tumbler. This is Happy Lemon po. So yun po, I'm a fan of yellow. Pero hindi po yellow tard. Sorry po, sorry. Not to put shade on on I don't want to have politics too much on my stream. Pero yeah, I love yellow. Kung makita niyo naman yellow. Yellow is my color because of Pokemon and Pikachu. Yun po, I'm a fan of Pikachu. Inom muna tayo ng water because at least 2 liters a day will make you, flawless. Wait lang. Ano pa yan siya? Infused water po to. Infused water. And shout out to my coach din pala, coaches, Avon Sinahon, of Financial Compass, Coach Christopher Basan, Coach John Binotero, Coach EJ Bastes, Coach Ross, Coach Arvin, Coach Jody, huge shout out to Coach Isabel, Coach Argeline. Yan po yung mga team ko. Thank you so much for our wonderful meeting yesterday. I'm looking forward for a bright take off this year. And April Gail De Los Santos, coach, thank you so much for that cake. Actually, ubos ko po siya yung the moment na binigay mo. Actually, na extension ng New Year. Buti na lang, wala naman siya expiration, di ba? So, shout out sa kay April Gail De Los Santos. And Ma'am Rose, Ma'am Susan Rose Panton, Mayong gabi, Ma'am. Thank you so much for for watching. Liz De La Rosa, Liz, read the recent manga ng Attack on Titans. Swear, I'm telling you, it's out now sa mga Attack on Titans. Dagdag stress mo talaga, but it's already out. Chapter 136. Three more chapters to go before the whole manga will end, and the series then will end by April, siguro April of this year. J. Del Rosario, oy fellow Karatula, musta ka na pare, musta ka na pare. Pia Roldan and to Roldan family, shout out sa inyo. Thank you so much for watching. Oy, Jerson Ngoho, shout out sa mga lodi ko yan, sa mga pag sabihin natin K-pop community, sila talaga yung grupo talaga, like, oh my god, they will always grace the event talaga. To my brother, oy malapit ng birthday ko pare, broski, so hindi ka na magkuya ka na naman sa akin. Shout out to my brother, to my nephews, Jose Nathaniel and Jose Carlos, and to my sister-in-law, Carla, and to the Erica family. Huge shout out sa inyo and happy viewing. So Matt Monpok, nagbumobile legends ko pa ba, sana makarank up na tayo. Omar, nako, Chinguya, Tomodachi, musta na? Mga OOTD natin. Ano na? Paano na yan? So, it's already 46 minutes past 10. So, tatapusin ko yung pagbabasa ng mga greetings natin before we we um we start reading the comments. And oy, Jean, musta ka naman? Miss Longhas is also watching. I'm just gonna wave. And thank you. AOT fans, Attack on Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin, I'm telling you, oh my god, the recent chapter, mind blowing talaga. Like a lot of it's action packed and then medyo bitin pero hello Aaron's friend. Yun na lang talaga sasabihin ko. All right, so I'll start
Line. So,
yeah,
nakasubscribe.
sorry pa pinapanood ko yung aking sarili. Alam niyo na minomonitor ko na yung pagiging parang weird. Anyways, this is public for your public public purposes lang po talaga. So all right, how do you handle stress? According to the article published way back in 2016 on the website of Candy Magazine, there are 100 ways to distress according to a psychology teacher. This was written by Mara Agner. And unlike most teachers who welcome you on the first day of class with a rather intimidating list of requirements for the entire school, this psychology teacher in Oxnard, California, has been doing quite the opposite. For the past 10 years, Brett Phillips has been giving out handouts to his students both as a reading material for a class topic, at the same time, a guideline for them to keep stress at bay. Thanks to one of his students, Alina Ramirez, who shared the list via Twitter, we won't be running out of stress busters anytime soon. So, according to Brett, I give students the list and I have them pick 5 things that they need to start doing to lower their stress levels. So according dito sa sinabi ni Brett in an interview with BuzzFeed News, which may explain why Alina has 5 highlighted items on her list. So one of the things that you could do to really distress is to write the stressors or yung mga nagpa-stress sa inyo. So it may be on your cell phone. I mean in your cell phone. If you have a notepad, if you have your journal, if you have your diary, you can always write them. Pero ako ginagawa ko, I have my whiteboard and then naghahanap ako ng corkboard. Pero baka may gusto mag-sponsor ng corkboard na medyo malaki-laki, mga ano siguro, 2 feet by 3 feet para po sa aking mga plans and everything. Yun po talaga, you can write down everything. So every time you see it like malaki or pag alarm mo, time to wake up, time to be alive, time to be awesome. Yun po talaga always sinasabi ko. I always thank God, Papa J, thank you so much. Kahit ganun lang talaga, I always thank the Lord for always waking me up. Kasi alam mo yun yung feeling na parang ang ganda ng dream mo, pero mas maganda yung magising ka sa dream mo. Kasi alam mo, you're gonna make that dream possible. 'Di ba? So, pwede niyo i-quote yun. Yung mas maganda talagang magising sa katotohanan and sa life mismo. So, yung thankful ako always. So, you can write them down in any piece of paper and then yun din talaga yung try nyo i-avoid. So, according dito sa kanyang list ng 54 items, hindi pala, 101, masyadong marami. So, I'll be reading them. Number one, get up 15 minutes earlier. Actually, ito, when I read this way back in 2017, medyo gulo-gulo kasi I started as a working student that time. So, I enrolled again after 9 years of hiatus sa education. So, I enrolled education, major in values education in Assumption College of Davao in 2016. So in 2017 medyo hindi ko na alam paano mag-catch up sa tempo ng life. So nasa stress talaga ako. Not to mention, tumakbo pa ako sa council that time. And sa awa ng Diyos, nanalo ako 98% of the total votes nagboto sa akin so walang kalaban. So ako nanalo sa council position as the council president. Hindi naman sa pagmamayabang. Pero shout out sa council ko. Pero naglista ako. I listed down the things na pwede maging stressor, maging problema. So I jotted down the problems and then I tried to match it sa possible solutions. Problem A, budget. Doon talaga yung number one yung budget. So, from budget, hanap ako ng solusyon. Number one, um, conduct profit-driven campaigns or income-generating activities para mag mag-suffice or that would fund the activities. Next thing, ano pa yung pwede mo maging solution in terms of budget? So yun yung mga pwede mong gawin. So yun. And also being early is important. Kasi mas maganda, for example, you have a class by 4. You don't want to wake up by 4. You want to wake up by 3 para makapunta ka before 4. So getting up earlier is better than getting up late. Yan. So number 2 is prefer prepare for the morning the night before. So kung alam mo may mga events ka the next day or the next couple of days, dapat na prepare mo na ako. That's why I really appreciate it na nalalagay ko na yung mga jackets ko and mga hoodies ko and everything is that alam ko na kung ano yung color of the day. Kasi when I for tonight I'm wearing my Uniqlo na pink polo shirt and aking coat from Uniqlo din. Thank you Uniqlo Philippines for sponsoring this tonight show. Is that instead na yan pang problemahin mo the next day because most of us alam mo yun na sa dami nating damit, sa dami nating mga wardrobe sometimes, kung ano na lang din yung bagong laba, yun na lang nasusuot natin. Na-disregard natin yung mga nabili natin ng mga hindi pa natin nasuot, yung nasa pinakababa pa. So, nasasayang din. Parang nagiging added, ano lang siya, added, kumbaga kumakain na siya ng space ng wardrobe nyo. Eh di maganda 'di ba nagagamit mo lahat ng nabibili mo. That's why every now and then you will see me wearing one of those jackets at the back and then I have 100 siguro hoodies, coat, jacket, onesies, everything. Nandiyan po, makikita niyo po dyan. And hindi ko po sa binibenta. Those are my collections. And I'm gonna wear them every now and then. So, yun din po talaga. Makikita niyo lang po. So, kung may napupusaan kayo dyan, hindi po pwede yan i-mine. Kasi that's mine. De joke lang. Pero you can borrow them if you have events. Then I can lend you my for example my suit, yeah, my polo shirt, my long sleeves ganyan. Basta same na tayo ng size. Baka triple XL yung gusto niyo or XS. I'm small, medium man. So that's one thing. That's another thing to cope with stress according to this article. Number 3, avoid tight fitting clothes. Agoy, ito talaga yon. Lahat tayo nakaka-relate nito. Lalo na after ng long Christmas break, at saka nandito pa tayo sa mga bahay-bahay natin, avoid tight-fitting clothes. Kasi it would add stress at malam niyo yung moment na nag-fit tayo ng ating jeans na parang gusto natin to kasi ito yung ating favorite na sabi nating Levi's na gusto nating suotin to pero hindi na magkasya. Ating mga polo shirt na gusto natin trim yung buwis buhay na alam niyo yung we want to flex. Pero sa sobrang sikip na, nagmamadali tayo minsan, 'di ba? Na experience yun parang pati hindi ka kung magkasya when you try to zip or you try to button your pants, hindi na nagkakasya. Ang tendency niyan, it will add more stress sa iyo. So, one way of doing that is dapat the moment na hindi siya kasya, wag mo nang i-try. But what you can do is magiging motivation mo din yun na, uy, hindi na kasya to. It's either pwede kong i-donate na lang to kasi hindi na kasya or pwede ako mag-lose some weight or to really to exercise to just to cut some inches lang. Pero it doesn't mean na na it will make you sad or ano. Pero may times talaga avoid lang talaga natin. Alam na natin na hindi kasya, wag na natin pilitin kasi may tendency 'yan na it's either masira ang botones, masira ang zipper, or mapunit yung sa mga tagiliran tulad ng shorts ko one time na napunit niya yung sa side kasi hindi na talaga kasya. So yung dating 28 na waistline ay naging 31 na. So yung mga ganun na mga bagay, so wag na natin pilitin masyado. So yun din siya. Another thing that would we could do to cope up with stress is to set an appointment ahead. Kaya this is one thing that I've learned from my coach Avon is when we set up a meeting, when we set up a schedule, that is the schedule. When we say 7, it's either you're before 7 or you're on the dot 7. Pero alam mo natin pag on the dot 7, hindi dapat ganyan. It should be same with the first one, get up earlier and attend the meeting earlier. Kasi may pwede natin you can grab a coffee, grab a water, arrange mo na yung mga you can set up the materials that you needed. And then kumbaga meron ka pang allowance before the actual start ng event or ng meeting niyo. So that's one thing din para hindi kayo ma-stress kasi pag on the dot kayo, umattend, sorry po, sunod-sunod na yan, and then bakit ngayon ka lang, bakit na-late ka, bakit, nape-pressure ka lalo, and then it will, alam mo yung nagkakaroon ka ng mental stress. So, avoid na lang din talaga, or we should set appointments ahead. So, that's according to this article. 2 more minutes before we 11. You're still here with me. I'm your host AB or Ash Bulldog for our live talk on the second week of January. Today is January 10th, 2021. And you're hearing on the background is the version of Dre Rania Magbalik from Poly East Records po yan. So I'm playing local pop music and yung mga hugot. So yun po mga kaibigan. And kayo, what are your ways and means of distressing or mga means and ways niyo para makakope kayo sa alam mo yun, sa stress sa buhay lalo na ngayon. So I'd like to hear or I like to read your answers. You can comment them down below or you can also share them on you can share them via um sending me a private message. So yun po talaga yung gusto nating basahin. And mamaya po madami po nag-message sa akin dito, hindi lang daw basahin yung mga mga sagot nila. Pero I'd really love to hear your thoughts about this. So you can comment them down below or you can send me a message on my tawag nito. You can send me you can send me a message on my personal page po. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna ask because if you also have your businesses, you have if you would like to advertise anything, um, this live talk is also a venue for your businesses. Meron kayong mga hirings, you have events and everything. You can always send them to me and I will share it on my page. I will share it on my profile because one thing that I learned from all of this is sino pa ba magtutulungan kundi tayo din. And that's the beauty of cooperation rather than being too caught up or too focused on competition. So, 'di ba? Ganda 'yon. It's yun din yung it made me yun din yung nagpapanalo sa akin before in one of the extemporaneous sa isang regional event was that rather than having global competition, why not we promote global cooperation, 'di ba? Mas maganda yung cooperation versus competition for me for me. Kaya yun din na tayo first runner up out of 21 schools. So shout out pala sa mga nakasama ko nun. So yun din po. Shout out pala kay Fred Floren. Oy Fred, gusto ka na? Oy, parang Elmer, thank you so much for gracing this period. Kayo Elmer, how do you handle stress especially at this work? Oy Joshua, yan, shout out sa kay Joshua and sa team nila na April, nila Gail Santos, yan, shout out po sa inyo. Oy, malapit ng birthday natin. Sino pa ba? Chick. Shout out to Chick Chick, kay Tito Toto, kay Tita Winnie, sa kay Kai Kai. Yan, happy viewing sa inyo diyan. So, yon dapat ano talaga Kai Kai pag mapapanood mo to in the future, si Tito Bulldog mo ang pinakagwapo talaga na tito sa lahat. ako lang yun talaga. Ako lang. Hindi, joke lang. So thank you very much, Chick, for watching, and sa mga cousins ko, thank you so much for supporting. Oy, Patpat Bor, and to the Borromeo family, thank you so much for watching. Kenneth Umanya, oy, Kenneth na lang kay dili naman ta same old school. So Kenneth, happy viewing. Uh, and uy, Alva, yan, oy, thank you for watching. So yan po, you can also share your this live stream to your pages, to your groups, and then ask your friends, ask your relatives, or ask anyone how do they handle stress, or how did they handle stress when they experience it, and in the future, how will you handle stress when it will come kung di nyo pa na-experience yun. So I'll be right back after this song that I'll be playing to you guys. This is one of the most wonderful songs siguro na napakinggan ko. Although it's it's untimely naman siya. It's not ano kasi it's ano eh, paano ba? Tapos na kasi yung Pasko. Pero alam niyo yung whenever I listen to this, alam niyo yung Christmas is every day, and um gusto ko talagang i-play to for everyone and for you to listen. So, I'll be playing this song. This is a song coming from Mandawi Nice. This is Padayon ang Pasko. And after this song, I'll be continuing with our live talk only here at Live Talk with AB. Our time, it's 3 minutes past 11.
Kung ako lang ang magbuo sa dagat sa panahon, ang aso ko ang ibuo na tuwid naming gabay. Kung ako lang ang aso mo, balikon ko ang tanan. Sawa pa ang kasakit mo, kaya ko't ka na ang minsan na ang nagkakaroon. Ang pangalan ng padayon, bahala na ba? Pinupano ba ko? Padayon kitang Pasko. Kay di ka bungat na sadya, maskin asa ato. Padayon kitang Pasko. Huwag makapaghan sa panahon, padayon lang iyako. At Pasko, ikaw mabubuon, makanagay na balibay. Magkitatas na umato, upito, magkinaw sa tam, mag-aabot sa hanggang na buhay. Nananuli ay bahala na ba? Dinugmano ba ito? Padayon din ang Pasko. Kay di ka bungan sa sadya, maskin asa ato. Padayon din ang Pasko. May makapagal sa panahon, padayon ng iyako. Padayon kitang Pasko. Kay nagkapunat ka sa iyong asa ato. Padayon kitang Pasko. Bahala ng baha. Inumano kayo ko. Kay asa ato.
All right, our time, it's already 7 minutes past 11, and that song was brought to you by Sabay sa Alon and Kadasig, and it was sang by Mandawan Nights. So you can follow them on YouTube. It's Mandawan Nights. So they have this 80s retro vibe. So sa mga kapanahunan ko dyan, yung mahilig sa mga retro, mga new wave, na mga synth pop, you can listen to their albums and their songs. I'm telling you, although some of their songs are in Bisaya, I tell you, alam niyo yung lalo yung mga fan ng mga old films or yung mga hindi naman masyadong old, yung mga 80s, mga 70s, alam niyo yung nakaka-throwback, nakakawala ng stress. So that's one thing that I also do to distress is to watch films. Minsan hindi naman yung mga very heavy films, pero yung mga alam niyo yung mga chick flick ng mga 80s, yung um, mga early 90s, mga late 90s, mga serendipity, mga um, mga ganun ng mga genre na films. Yung magiging light and then ano kayo yung experience nila before yung mga 80s, 90s kasi if I could share yung tita ko si Tita Emily, Tita Inday, Tita Frank, sila Tito Frank. Shoutout pala my tita all the way from Texas, USA. Yun na-share ni tita sa akin before, yung story ng mga nila magkakapatid, yung high school life nila, yung mga disco fever nila before. So, when I look at their photos, lalo na yung my lola had albums. So, alam mo yung nakaka-throwback na parang astig yung mga looks nila, astig yung mga alam mo yung mga Cyndi Lauper-ish na mga get up. Pero ngayon bumabalik kasi yung ganyong fashion eh. Alam mo yung mga biker, yung leather biker jacket na mga alam mo yung mga footloose moments, mga grease, mga ganun na mga galawan. So, yun din nakaka-distress din sa akin. So, anyways, we were talking about how we handle stress, especially now in this year. Alam natin, 2020 was very stressful. A lot of people were like Twitter. Alam niyo yun, kung gusto mo mga stress, you go to Twitter, you go to Facebook, you go to YouTube, manood ka ng ng isang talk show doon na radio talk show na alam mo mas-stress ka lang lalo, stress mo pa yung sarili mo lalo. Alam mo yung mga ganun. So, that's why it came to me na why not ito yung magiging theme ng aking live talk this January. So, based din sa mga tinanong ko ng mga friends ko na yeah, that's a good topic to discuss, especially ngayon sa mga classmates ko sa online online classes namin, or even sa mga dati kong kaklase sa yung face to face pa yung mode of teaching or mode of classes. Stress na sila. So ako din when I was had to juggle work, personal life, other careers, extracurricular activities. Alam mo yung grabing stress. So, yun din yung gusto kong pag-usapan. So, we'll start the year right by dec- decluttering, or kumbaga mag-unload tayo ng mga stress natin. And of course, proud na proud talaga si Tita. Tita, again, thank you so much for the love and support and the trust, and I will forever be grateful and be repaying that in 100 folds. Yan. And ito, I'll be reading one of the answers. This is coming from Maki Duran. Sabi niya, what I do is I binge watch old series or anime that are very nostalgic, and as well as listening to music good. This was my this was made my this what made my 2020 sailing even though it's stressful. And he also enjoyed watching BL series. Wait lang, search natin ano yung BL. BL meaning sorry ha, Bachelor of Laws. So, pwede niya i-comment on the comment section anong ibig sabihin ng BL. Pero sabi niya, I also watch Thai BL series, Gyud, kay Very Lingaw, and at the same time, daghan siya life lessons, not just ako, but to many people who are watching this genre. Yeah, I think I know the idea of BL. Hindi ko lang talaga, hindi ko alam the right translation. Pero boys love. Kaya, especially now, alam mo yung to tell you, alam mo naman from the first live talk I had last week was that um people were also asking me this a lot of times na Ash, ito I am openly discussing this because I'm really comfortable of sharing this part of me din na that I'm proud of, na I'm proud that I'm metrosexual. I love fashion, I love makeup, I love things that are not the usual when it comes to um, the male species, parang ganun. Nakalimutan ko yung mga correct political term. Please, yung mga friends ko diyan na mga ano, you can also send me you can also comment down below ano yung mga correct political term. Pero yeah, I'm openly sharing that I'm metrosexual but I'm not gay. I'm not also bisexual in sexual preference, but I'm really close and I'm really happy to have friends from LGBTQIA, and I'm really comfortable discussing especially mga ganun na mga topics, and it's something that made me more human para sa akin. And yun din talaga kaya minsan na nadadala din ako sa ano yung how yung mga antics nila, the way, the manner they speak, or the way they act, the way they move. Pero yeah, yun, people were asking, and it nawawala yung stress ko din, especially pag nakakausap yan sila, and a lot of my friends would could attest to that as well. So yun din siya. Yun lang, I would just like to share that. So yun po yung BL series is Boys Love. And it's really, yeah, I think one of, if you happen to have a free time, you can also watch The Shelter. It's a gay themed film. Pero that's one of my friends from UP Diliman shared to me. And nanood din kami. We try to, kasi in order for you to understand the situation, especially ng LGBTQIA, how we could avoid being stressed by discrimination, by injustices, etc., is to really know them personally. Be engaging, be immersed in their situations. You may not be one of them in that spectrum, pero at least you should uh, learn it from them talaga. Kaya yun din talaga yung I'm so happy to have known a lot of different individuals in my life, okay, because it made me more mature and more open to different tawag nito, different perspectives in life. Kaya yun din talaga, and it all boils down to respect. Yun din talaga. So yun din sa distressing is to really understanding the situation. Kasi pag hindi mo naintindihan or you would not try to understand the situation, how would you cope up with stress? Kasi minsan we always tend to have this um um conclusive mind na when we are exposed to certain problem or situation or let's say um incident, there's a bigger chance of us na I don't want to deal with this kasi hindi ko naintindihan in the first place. So, number one is to try to understand. Try to know the thing. Ano pala to? Try to ask yourself na paano ko itong ma-address. Pag hindi mo ma-address, you try to ask for help. So, yun din talaga yung natutunan ko in distressing. So it's really important for us to have this open mind. It may not be overnight kasi madami din pa rin kasi talaga hindi ganoon kabilis hindi ganoon kabilis makakope sa mga ganyong bagay. But it's a process. It's an ongoing process na um when we distress, hindi din siya kaagad-agad na a-achieve. So, yun din siya. And shoutout din pala kay Christopher San and sa San family. And Everly Langit, oy, all the way in Manila. Thank you so much for watching as well. And yeah, 1980s is the best genre according to my tita. And of course, according to me din, try natin din mo play ng mga Currently I'm playing yung mga lo-fi music para at least to set up the mood kasi medyo ano na din, medyo it's getting late. It's already 17 minutes. We only have like 43 minutes with our live talk. But again, thank you so much for all those who have joined me this evening. So to continue, Sid Bacarinas and Bacarinas family, thank you so much to Ate Michelle, to your family. I know we had a very rough you know my past, but I'm still thankful that you were still friends with we still have this friendship. And you shout out uh, to Maki, John, and Zian, and um si Miko, nabigyan ko na ng maganda na yung, nabigay ko na yung kanyang yung aking birthday gift sa kanya and Christmas gift. And I hope study hard para hindi ka ma-stress and hindi ka makabigay ng stress kay kay Ate Michelle. Yan, thank you so much Mitch for watching. And yan, and of course to the Aguilar family, yan, you shout out sa inyo. Uh, Van, thank you so much. Speaking of Van, sa kay Van ko po nabili yung mga Pokemon products. Thank you very much, Van. You made 2020 a, a lot better because of those plushies. Yun din pa yung distressor ko, nabila ko ng mga Pokemons na plushies at a very affordable price. Pero baka naman, yung mga gusto mag-sponsor dyan, mga Pokemon, lalo na Pikachu, masyado pa pong dry yung aking white walls. Gusto ko pong gawing yellow puno ng mga Pokemons. But anyway. And shout out to Bea Royeca. Grabe. Yeah. Yes, girl. Like toxicity is not a solution. Like, I understand if you're minsan nagiging stressor din kasi talaga sa atin when we engage with alam na natin toxic and then alam mo na toxic, ikaw din na nagiging toxic sa kanila. Kumbaga toxic plus toxic, toxic pa rin talaga ano. So, what we do is we try to de-escalate muna or we try to educate them. Kasi in this life, minsan may mga tao talaga na gusto lang talaga na maging toxic para magkaroon sila ng certain relevance or for the fun of it, yung mga ganyan mga tao. So, what I try to do is I try to avoid them. Na sabi ko, why would I invest more of my time sa alam kong negative na mga tao. So, yung majority ng time ko is i-invest ko sa tawag nito, i-invest ko sa pag learn ng inspiration, ng how to be inspirational, ng motivational na mga bagay, and with inspiring people, 'di ba? Although may mga problems tayo na we need to address, we need to engage, and we need to resolve in our phase or pace, hindi din dapat na ina-avoid natin mga problema. We really have to deal with it and we have to resolve them in our pace. Pero pag alam na natin, alam niyo yung mga moments na you know there are people na very toxic and then alam na natin toxic sila, lalo may sa circle of friends natin minsan, this is based on an experience. One way of distressing din, lalo na sa social media, is that unfollow. Sorry sa mga friends ko. May mga moments talaga na alam mong close friends mo sila and then alam mo yung toxicity of social media nowadays na ang daming hindi naman sa I don't want to discuss about those issues, but may mga ano talaga may mga moments talaga na alam niyo yan yung 'di ba, Bay? Na parang kaya breathe in, breathe out. Na parang inhale natin ang positivity, exhale natin ang negativity. Kasi yung oras natin minsan pag in-invest natin sa alam na natin problema na siya eh. And then alam na natin wala tayong madadagdag doon but more problems to it. Why not look for something that would we could do to maximize our time, maximize our day to be positive. We can learn a thing or two, or we could talk to someone else rather, or for example na kausapin natin ang mga friends natin na parang pwede din natin pag-usapan yung toxicity ng isang bagay para ma-discuss natin amongst ourselves na bakit kaya yun na for example kasi alam mo yung mga kausap mo din, you should know your audience as well. For example, tayo nila Maki, usap tayo about toxic masculinity. Alam mo yung mga ganyan na mga bagay na there are people na they would not understand that because sometimes we tend to talk jargons or we talk very ano ba to, we use mga the language that they cannot really understand kasi wala sila kasabot una ba unya kita sa tagyaw-yaw mura sila ma-left out sila na marag basta kana lagi unsa so magse-stay pa rin yung ganung culture lalo na sa mga fellow male ano ko ng mga audience ko is that we should also try to stop this culture of toxic masculinity or yung macho na culture na alam mo yung parang hindi kasi boys yung concept of boys will be boys or lalaki tayo dapat brusko tayo or lalaki tayo dapat ano talaga tayo yung ganyan talaga or even I really don't nagiging stressor din yung alam mo yung ganyan na mga tao pag hindi natin din ina-address when we still allow them to continue that culture it will not stop kaya ang it's either we deal with it head on in a mature way in mature manner or try natin siya i-isolate. Kung i-isolate natin yung kanyang culture para hindi na yung ma-continue na parang lalo pag close friends natin when we know it's already wrong, wag natin silang i-feed more yung kanilang ego or yung kanilang yung joy of doing it. Kasi alam na natin mali eh. And then we're still supporting that thought. Eh di mo-continue lang yung thought. Even yung sa mga close friends natin na pag sabihin natin na bayutaan na, uy, that for me is really um discriminating kasi you come to think of it bakit pala for example we make fun of that thought na bayutaan na oy so kung bayot day na siya does it mean it's we really have to look down on the gay community na di ba parang alam mo yung ganun dapat we should stop that parang uy ayaw pag ana bay lalo na especially when you have someone in the circle na who is part of the LGBTQ dapat ganun pa lang tayo ourselves din we should try to control ourselves din our um the words that we utter from ano kasi it will cause stress to others so in order to distress din is not to be the source of stress as well. So dapat nagiging ano din tayo, nagiging epitome or nagiging catalyst din tayo of positivity and nagiging the stressor tayo sa kanila. Hindi tayo the stressor. Gets yun, wordplay yun. You should be the stressor but not the stressor. Kasi yun din talaga eh na parang yeah, we get it. We get it na social media or mass media for the longest decades had branded gay as something na very weak, synonymous with women being weak or inferior to male dominance. Pero hello, we're already in the 21st century. Parang it's time for us to recognize that everyone is equal. Although may mga times talaga na in terms of biology, yung alam mo yung physique talaga may mga physical ano din talaga attributes na hindi din equal din. For example, mas bulky yung muscles may ganyan. Pero it doesn't mean na hindi kaya ng isang tao yung ginagawa to. For example, the gay could not do this or the lesbian cannot do this, the female cannot do this, the male cannot do this. Parang vice versa. So dapat tayo, although hindi din natin dapat mga lalaki din dapat respetuhin. No. Kasi for the longest time na nag-e-exist dito sa society is ang ganyan na culture. Dapat wag na tayo maging um tigdagdag pa ng gasolina dun sa ganyan na to fuel more on that certain culture. We need to stop it. So another way to cope with stress is that don't rely on your memory. Write it down. Yan, ito sa mga fellow students ko, lalo na yung may mga ano na mga phones ngayon, the age of technology, it's too impossible na hindi na natin magawa, lalo na ngayon if you have your laptops, if you have your phones. What I normally do now is I use the online version of Google Docs to write my assignments, my articles, because sometimes um nag-auto-save na siya kaagad online, and then nasa-save na siya sa online bank mo, which is your Google Drive. So niho-niha mawala yung internet, at least you have save a backup. And then nakaka-auto-save siya every now and then. Yun yung maganda din doon. The downside is pag nawala yung internet sometimes hindi siya na auto-save. So what we could do is, since nandiyan lang siya, we can save it. But the best way is to really write down everything, especially when your exam is already near. um you try to write down, for example, nabasa mo yung article, you create your own footnotes from scratch, na parang what are the 10 things to remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sabihin natin 7 lang. Uy, at least 7 out of 10. Medyo pasado ako. So, kulang na lang 3. Kaysa naman na you write everything again and then memorize mo na naman, basahin mo na naman, memorize mo. But it all depends on how you study. But to really unload your brain's capacity is to really write down. Parang you try to practice it na writing down things instead of memorizing it, na parang puno na yung utak mo ng information, dinadagdagan mo pa, mas-stress ka niyan. Tapos biglang recitation, Miss Royeka, so for example, Miss Royeka, please discuss into, tapos ganyan, bigla ka nagiging Professor X. Yan, tapos nababacktrack or bigla ka na magwo-work, mga ganyan ka lang bigla, tapos biglang hinahanap mo yung sa core memory mo, bigla ka na nag-work, or Game of Thrones reference him, nag-work ka lang bigla, you went someplace para lang i-remember yung mga memories mo. And then wala ka pa nakuha sa core memory dahil nagkaroon ka ng information overload. And hello, shout out to Ana Daluna. Thank you very much na nakahabol ka. Yeah, please check the pin comment, everyone. Yeah, please like, follow, share, and support our pages. My page is also included, Ash Bulldog. Nicolay's page also is there, and Ana Daluna's page po. It's already on the pin comment. And yeah, as I was discussing, is that you can also write down your memories, kaya para hindi kayo nagkakaroon ng tendency na information overload. Kasi like I tell you guys, and everyone, it nabagsak ako sa recitation ko one time because sa tatlong exam ko sunod-sunod on the same day, minemorize ko lahat. And lahat yun mga financial management, and then nagkaroon pa ako ng history. Like when we talk about Philippine history, we're talking about the dates, we're talking about the exact name, the exact title, and everything. And then plus you're remembering financial formulas, tapos meron pa kayong um advanced mathematics, all at the same day, nagsunod-sunod, and then you try to memorize everything, and then you did not write down notes or yung mga bullet forms. Good luck. Yun na masasabi ko sa'yo, good luck. And yun, and shout out din pala kay Engineer David Joe Lavalle, my batchmate, and kay Hero. O Hero, musta? And yeah, another article that was written by Fabriana Ramadanya way back in 2017, also from Candy Magazine. So please don't forget to follow and like Candy Magazine. I've been a fan since 2002. There are 5 things working students just like me, some nag-aaral pa or is still planning to continue their studies. 5 things working students can do to distress. Hindi siya to the stress lang, but to distress as well. Di ba? Parang wordplay din yun siya. According to the article, it's been established in 2012 report by the American Psychological Association. So yan ha, meron talagang RRL. It has been established that millennials, such as us, are the most stressed generation according to APA. However, within the generation itself, women are likely to face more pressures compared to men. So sa mga listeners natin dyan, would you agree or disagree to this? In fact, 51% of millennial women reported showing signs of stress like lying awake in bed at night. Bay, ano na, na 'di ba? Or Maki, would you agree or disagree? Anna, would you agree or disagree with this na majority of women or from the LGBTQIA are always showing signs like lying on bed at night, parang becoming more irritable and losing motivation, 'di ba? Like, come to think of it, like that is according to the APA report in 2012. For employed women, yan sa mga young professionals natin na who are employed, 74 to 75% feel pressured in their job, and demanding tasks can create an imbalance in their professional and personal lives. 'Di ba? I met a lot of workmates. 'Di ba? For example, si Bea, 'di ba Bea, when we had a discussion before na parang i- it's really difficult for us, so yung mga working students, to really juggle both the tasks at hand and then yung mga requirements sa school, na minsan hindi na natin alam kung ano yung i-prioritize natin because both of them are really important to our lives. Meanwhile, 23% of working millennial women find their gender may be the reason why they're not getting ahead in their job, which leads to even more stresses and anxiety. Um, Up until this day, buti na lang may mga companies talaga na hindi sila alam mo yun, they're not toxic in terms of yung masculinity or yung culture na macho, na kumbaga everyone is equal. You earn what you have planted, or yung pinaghirapan mo talaga would lead you to something great after. So yun din talaga yung according dito na nagiging stress din sa kanila. 20% mention that minsan nafi-feel nila na parang baka dahil ano ako, dahil hindi ako graduate, or baka dahil sa aking gender or sa sexual orientation ko hindi ako napopromote. It added to the stress. So hindi din talaga siya hindi din siya naging helpful. So now, according to the article, in continuation, while these issues are meant for another story, we're sharing with you various ways to cope first so you don't spiral into a mental and physical agony. Kasi minsan pag alam mo yun na nagiging mentally drained tayo, na yung stress na tayo, nagkakaroon tayo ng yung mga tendency stress eating. Minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng hindi na tayo kumakain on time. Minsan nawawalan tayo motivation na parang ayaw ko na tong gawin. Ito gusto gawin ko to ngayon, but in the next few days parang akapoy na, hindi ko na to i-continue. Alam mo yun, parang nagiging ano na siya na nagiging part na siya ng system mo, na which is dangerous in the long run. So, what we could do is really to cope with this and to identify these stressors in order for us to cope with our daily lives. So, number one, treat yourself. Yan. It's really important, especially sa ating mga young professionals or sa mga fellow working students ko na, for example, we have a little of our savings from our salaries. Sana all my salaries, so may naiwan pang savings. But we really have to treat ourselves. Kaya tama naman yung sinabi ni Rap Monster ni RM mm, from BTS when he was invited, or ang BTS was named as the ambassadors for ng UN, in terms of promoting sa as a voice to the youth and voice of promoting love for yourself. Kasi how can you love others? How can you say you love others when hindi naman siya evidence sa sarili mo? Parang alam mo yung may mga certain friends tayo na parang, uy, okay lang ka besh, okay lang ka friend, na parang you're too stressed, masyado tignan. Are you even loving yourself? Na parang kulang na lang hindi ka naliligo, or minsan hindi ka na nag-groom. Minsan tinitipid mo masyado yung self mo. So, according to this article, you try to treat yourself. Kumbaga, treat yourself a Happy Lemon, 'di ba? Thank you very much Happy Lemon for this tumbler. Baka naman Happy Lemon, tag nyo lang dito na it's really ano talaga, it's really important to at least um yes, ilagay natin. Try to treat yourself. Simple food, mag Jollibee ka ba? Treat yourself coffee, treat yourself your favorite dress, your favorite shoes, whatever makes you happy. To boost your confidence again. When it's your payday, lalo na sa mga katrabaho ko diyan, shout out pala kay kay Fritz. Oy Fritz, tomorrow ha, Naj, Gail, I mean Leona, Gail, Leona and to Ma'am Pia, best show up our dinner ha, don't forget. Shoutout din pala kay Karen Monte. One of the inspirations din pala ng aking live talk are sila Karen, yan, sila Bell, dahil sa inyong Friday talks. Hello, this is Sunday talk, live talk actually. Pero thank you very much for being one of the inspirations din talaga to really have this courage to really talk in front of you guys. Tas syempre nalinisan ko yung aking room. And speaking of, it's already 38 minutes past 11. By when ba? On the 17th of January, I will have a very special portion of my my live talk because I'm going to unbox something that I had from 2020. Hold on a sec. Um, yan o. I just dahil tito na po ako, I'm a tito of Davao. One of the things that all tawag ko, I'm a tito of I'm a tito na parang alam mo yung sometimes the our priorities hindi na masyado too much of the tawag niyan shoes or whatever. Pero alam mo parang I'm so excited yung nawawala yung stress ko. Kaya I treated myself. That's an example. I treated myself to treat my mom. Parang alam mo yun, nakakawala ng stress when I know my mom is happy. So we bought our mom a ano ba to? This is a 9.5 deep dish square pan from Mygas. So it's a non-stick pan, para siyang tefal that that we bought for Christmas for our mom. It's a gift. Pero ending yan, I'll be the one using it because I love cooking and that's one distressor for me as well is to cook and later on in the discuss. But going back, you really have to treat yourself because when your payday or your allowance would arrive or comes, set aside some money to treat yourself with new clothes, shoes, makeup, or skincare products. I mean, uh, it, if it makes you happy, it makes you positive, it makes you, alam mo yung feeling dumating yung Shopee ninyo, tapos bayad na. Alam niyo, or yung Lazada, o shoutout pala sa Lazada and sa Shopee. Alam niyo yung parang, or yung food panda na in-order niyo na nandiyan na, tapos bayad na, and then alam mo yung the heaven or that sensation within us na parang, oh my god, dumating na talaga yung sunnies um na makeup na in order ko online. Oh my god, like dumating na talaga yung Mac collection ko. Oh my god, like the news Nike SBs dumating na. Oh my god, yung plushies ko na in order ko nagdating na. It makes us happy. And that no one should like pour water sa inyong happiness or yung kumbaga i-douse yung inyong happiness because naging alam mo yun nasuya sila or nainggit sila parang wait lang, I deserve to be happy. So dapat maging happy din kayo sa mga simple joys ninyo. And always treat yourself right because when you treat yourself right, when you treat yourself with happiness and love, share nyo din yan. I mean, yung parang, for example, may partner kayo, Um, Uy, shoutout pa kay Alvin. Yes, 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 Alvin. I-announce ko din yan. But I'm still waiting for a confirmation from them. So, yeah, this coming a couple of weeks, guys, Sangguniang Kabataan ng Barangay Mintal will be having their 2021st Mobile Legends tournament for a cause again. And hopefully we will be there to grace and to be one of the shoutcasters again, along with my fellow shotcaster Alvin. Hopefully we could be partners again, Alvin. I'm looking forward so that we could review again the Mobile Legends na mga updates and other skills. But yeah, I'm really happy and hoping that I would be still invited of one of the shoutcasters for that event. And shout out again to my cousins Kylo and Kiko. Hapit na mag-12, mga tug na mo. Ay, shout out to all my cousins who are also watching and supporting. So now, going back, yun, that's number one. You have to treat yourself. Treating yourself doesn't always have to be done in a materialistic way as well. Let's be clear on that. You can treat yourself by spending your free time finishing a novel that you bought from book sale, yung Big Bad Wolf. I promise I'm gonna visit. I'm gonna try looking for comics because I'm a fan of comics talaga. Like Tarantadong Kalbo. I'm trying to order online now. Kiko Machine, like legit. Pugad Baboy. Those are my classic favorites. I'm really into graphic novels, and comics talaga. Comics would uh feed my interest rather than novels. Although I have novel books like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and Game of Thrones, like sci-fi or fiction themed na mga ano. Pero not more of the usual, masyadong heavy for me. So but I try to listen audiobooks rather. So um you tulad yan, you can finish a novel, a book, or read manga. Like Maki earlier, he shared that what distresses him is that he binge watched like BL series, anime, Korean dramas, and etc. And you can also do that. Kumbaga, it doesn't have to you don't need to spend too much to really treat yourself, parang during your off or during after your shift. You can watch the newest episode, and that in itself can make you happy. Whenever you're happy or na fuel yung happiness level mo, um that will lessen the stress or that will distress you. And next is that you can also go people watching in the in the sidewalks or anywhere when you jog, when you go biking, or for example, you visit the mall. But I advise you guys, if you don't have anything important to do outside of the comforts of your home, please stay at home. Please stay safe, especially nowadays. We don't have the luxury to gamble talaga, to gamble our safety and our our health, especially at this pandemic. And reward yourself with things that can put your mind at ease, away from all the tensions of everyday life. For example, ako, nagiging distressor ko before yung paglalaro ko ng Mobile Legends. So yeah, kahit may maraming cancer, that's a quote and unquote a term that gamers from the Mobile Legends community coin, or even in the gaming community, they coin people who are cancer because be- it became an ill or a parang ano na talaga, naging salot na talaga sa gaming community yung mga toxic na mga tao na nangangancer. They parang we could add it to the dictionary of um mga colloquial phrases na nangangancer na lang tong mga players na to because they won't play the game fairly, or they won't play the game seriously because they just want to make fun of the people. they play with. So nanganganser lang sila. So alam mo yun, nagiging problema lang sila sa nagiging stress lang sila. But that's also another source of stressor, yung mga ganyan na mga bagay. So alam natin being competitive sometimes will become a stress for others. So we really have to gauge the parang tulad natin ni Alvin parang madula ba ko karon? Feel na ako daghan kayo cancer. But nawawala yung stress natin if we play with our friends. For example, we play with our um barkada or to my fellow Mobile Legend players yan. You can always send me a message if you would like to play ranked games with me. I could do tank 100% all the way. Bahala kung anong gusto nyong heroes. I can be your protector. I can use my tanks talaga. I don't care about the win rate. What's more important to me is that we enjoy and we bond as gamers, char. Pwede din po kayo mag-donate ng diamonds. Hindi, joke lang. But kidding aside, those are the things that will always distress me. So next would be um pamper yourself. It's really important to pamper yourself. Do pampering session every weekend during your off. Soak in your bathtub. Kung may bathtub kayo, sana all may bathtub. Or, alam mo yung mga face mask, na-try ko yun. Grabe pala yung, alam mo yung parang napaka-relax ng face mo. Parang, nanonood ako ng favorite na anime ko, nanonood ako ng Haikyuu, pa ulit-ulit. Alam ko na yung ano mangyayari, pero yung nanonood ako ulit ng mga best fight scenes ng My Hero Academia. Nasa stress ako pag narinig ko si Mikasa na lagi na sinisigaw si Eren, na hindi ko na spoil. Yung mga ganun, but it pampers myself. Pero nasusuit ako because I'm in the comfort na parang this is my me time. And then, um, the moment I call my girlfriend, yun, it's pampering myself, pampering her na parang, where do you want to eat this weekend? Or anong gusto mong food? Papo Food Panda. Mga ganun. You pamper others as well. When you pamper yourself and you pamper others, nakakawala siya ng stress. You can also um convert your room or turn your room into a spa tulad dito na I thought before na parang it's a bad investment, but after knowing the beauty of diffusing oils, nakala ko pa alam mo yung pausok lang ako ng pausok, but I'm actually diffusing the room kahit yung sa I'm actually planning to buy another one sa para sa room ng mom ko because meron siyang purifier doon, pero most of the time kasi mas in-enjoy niya yung ano, meron siyang topical kaysa yung aerial. So I gave her like yung daha plus version of the oils from Young Living. Um alam mo yun, nakakakalma siya when yung ang bango ng room niyo, amoy lemon, amoy lavender. Alam mo yun, parang it soothes your mind. So it pampers myself, and then it distresses me. Or you can purchase some scented candles kung gusto niyo. I tell you. And then another thing is that you declutter your room. You renovate your room. You set a schedule na I want to throw away or donate all my unnecessary things. Ito from a very dirty yellow room, like a very artistic quote and unquote. When I started painting it all white, and then makikita nyo pa dito, hindi pa natapos yung ceiling. Kasi dapat pipinturahan ko pa yan dito. Yan ba? Saan ba? Pipinturahan ko pa yan dito. And then I'm planning to paint it again like uh gray because it will add to the mood. I tell you, it's really distressing. It's really amazing na parang after I work na parang alam mo yung ang puti ng room, ang linis, parang ang bigla siyang nag-expand. And then declutter ako, tinanggal ko yung mga unnecessary things from too many curtains, isang curtain na lang na color, like color green pa, it adds to that accent of, tas meron pa akong I have that, you can see here, I have a snake plant here na nagtubo. I mean, it sprouted, yan makita niyo diyan. Tumubo siya. eh, not too much of, I have hanging plants somewhere here, and then I have my aloe vera in front of me. It adds to the, it adds to the vibe na parang ang linis. And then meron din ako indoor yung pinapatungan nila is my indoor indoor washing machine. And then whenever I wash my clothes and then nagda-dryer ako, alam mo yun yung ang bango ng ang bango ng room because of the, the conditioner, like the liquid conditioner. It adds to the para may libreng ako, may libreng um distressor din. Parang alam mo yun, parang malapit na, naririnig mo na umiikot-ikot na kasi spin dry na yung mga laundry ko. And then hindi mo na necessarily kailangan na painitan pa because meron na siyang technology na active. Thank you very much pala sa aking investment. That is one of my investment, my automatic washing machine from Samsung. So shout out din pala kay Francis Sima Franca Bation, Klaus Ellie. Thank you so much. And yeah, Alvin's one of the things that he does to distress is watch K-dramas. John Jeffrey, thank you so much. Oy, Tin Andres, oy, catch up naman tayo nila Noel, nila Gwing, nila Kat, nila Daniel, kung hindi pa si Daniel, and I kind of miss you guys. And I can still remember the first time we hang out doon sa bahay nila Kat. Dito lang din sa Huna, kina Noel, and I think sa inyo din, di ba? Sa inyo and kinagwing dito sa unahan, like sila silingan. And shout out din pala kay Jeff Carlos Uriba. Oy, thank you bro. Kay Oy Pats, maayong nga gabi. Welcome to my show. This is Life Talk. I'm talking about life in general and how to be inspired, be motivated, um be ha- be thankful of life in general. Yun po yung concept nitong life talk. I'll be having future guests, like I'm planning of one guest at a time, like as a start this year, like every month may special guest tayo or guests, quote and unquote, that will be pwedeng resource speakers that will be discussing, and of course meron din tayong mga fellow hosts in the future, fellow host natin dito, yung mga guest host natin. Hindi lang po dito sa Philippines, but hopefully I could tap some of my friends from the States to be part of this ano din talaga live talk, because I wanted to start 2021 and onwards to be inspiring, to motivational, and there will be a lot of activities that you will be seeing from my page, www.facebook.com/ashbulldoglagon89. So yeah, and just lying in bed while your favorite music is playing on the background would also add to that distressing. Alam mo yung parang nakahiga ka lang sa yung bed, nagdi-diffuse ka ng oil, tas um, music on background is playing. Parang, oh my God, like, ang ganda sa feeling na parang, alam mo yun, yung parang, or ito, sometimes what I do when I sleep, I listen to, alam mo yung sound of, ito talaga, swear. Ito yung pinapakinggan ko at night. Alam mo yung crashing of waves kasi I miss going out to the beach. Like, alam niyo yung para gustong gusto ko na talagang pumunta ng beach. Like, 'di ba? That's distressing for me, and then I just watch the waves crashing sa shoreline, like watching like ocean waves, like yung hangin. Like who doesn't want that, 'di ba? Especially now na parang yeah, siguro kailangan lang talaga natin ng kailangan lang talaga natin to be patient. And what this pandemic has taught me, one of the distressor is to really learn to be patient. Kaya nagkakaroon din ng time out. Yan, that's one way of distressing, is time out muna sa social media. Time out muna tayo sa mga distractions natin, and let's give ourselves like 1 hour of enjoying life outside of our room or watching our favorite films. That's really something that we really have uh, to do. So number 2. And it's already 56 minutes. I think we're going to extend it 30 minutes lang because I started 9:30. So I'm going to end this by 12:30. And again, thank you so much for visiting my live. And shout out to Christine Reyes. Oy, Kring, thank you so much, and please continue your vlogging, your YouTube. I tell you, and put up a Facebook page. That's one thing that I really suggest. You put up a Facebook page, sync to your Facebook. I mean to your YouTube channel, and that's going to help, especially na you have a really good content. And I know you and Paeng are really creative, and especially your house. Please, maganda talaga yung house niya. I really want to do a visit. Like, gusto kong mag house tour. Mag house tour. Gusto ko yan yung gusto kong content din. Watch out din pala sa YouTube channel ko. I'm going to launch my official YouTube channel on February. So watch out po yan, guys. So it's going to be full of amazing contents. Again, very inspirational, very motivational, and life moving. So nakakaantig naman ng puso tong to ating background music. So yeah, next would be wait lang, palitan lang ng music, bakit naging oceans? Ocean background for ano ka ba? Yeah. So yun din, you guys, let me ask you, what do you do for distressing? Dito naman may sinabi yung friend ko, hi kuya, ako naman ay always talk to my friends kahit via messenger. Nagkakaroon kami ng Among Us. Minsan nakaka-stress pero alam ko nawawala yung stress dahil na-enjoy kami. Meron din kami mga online juice drinking dahil bawal po ang mga alak today. So yun po yung isa sa ginagawa ko nowadays to really distress, to talk to my friends and my family. And si Pat Bor naman is playing with her dog yan. So yun din talaga, it's really important for us to really spend our time din sa mga pets natin, if we have pets, if we have relatives, if we have close friends nearby. Pwede din tayo na mag-create ng mga moments that we could enjoy together. At so yun din talaga yung importante na um, a lot of people is missing out kasi it doesn't have to always be involving money or yung kailangan talaga yung mga long trips na we normally do before the pandemic even started. Pero we can do other things online din, like Among Us, watch party, or manood tayo ng series together na parang, uy, anong masabi mo sa episode 2 ng ganito, or when Game of Thrones last season, or yung Game of Thrones fever. And shout out pala sa mga Game of Thrones fans because 2021 magsa-start na po yung first episode ng backstory ng Targaryen, and that was already in the works, and hopefully by summer of 2021 yung first episode. So I'm so excited for that as well. Yan, and shoutout din pala kay Ralph Baroka, yan, sa mga lodis natin sa Assumption din. And to continue, it's already 12 midnight, so it's the 11th of January, 2021. Another way is to improve yourself. So, when you improve yourself physically and mentally, it's really important for your body, and try spending an hour or two um, in a day working out. It may be through dancing, through TikTok, through playing with your kids, playing with your relatives. And it's been proven that physical exercise can help reduce stress because it produces endorphins, and it is a chemical in the brain that can act as a natural painkillers. Where yesterday nagbike ako, and wala ako naka-stretching, but it was exhilarating, and it was, alam mo yung pababa na kayo dun sa parang may downhill na you don't have to pedal kasi para and then it's really gloomy in the afternoon, and ang sarap sa feeling when the wind is slapping your face, and yung mga ganung moments na you try to appreciate and nade-distress ka, pag uwi mo ng bahay, you have like a pumped up and then ready to go. Pag punas mo, pag half bath mo, and then matutulog ka, like your body is too, hindi, dahil naka-exercise ka eh, parang ang gaan sa feeling. And then yeah, it improves your immune system as well. You don't always have to exercise for, alam mo yung for, dapat I want to have six packs, I want to tone my body. Pero yun, kung if that makes you happy or that improves your confidence, go ahead. Pero it doesn't necessarily have to be, I have to hit the gym, I had to, or I have to exercise every day because I want to lose weight. It doesn't necessarily have to be for aesthetic purposes, but you can also do exercising to really improve your immune system and to make you happy and to, you know, our joints needs to, loosen up a bit every now and then, especially when you're always on your, your computer chair or a gaming chair or your seats all the time because of your work or your work from home setup. So try to every 15 minutes stretch out 5 minutes. I mean stretching out, reach the ceiling. Pwede ka mag-planking for 30 to 1 minute, 30 seconds to 1 minute, just to really stretch out your muscles and then yung mga joints ninyo ma-move nyo din. That's really important para hindi kayo aatakihin ng mga rheuma in the future. And do it because you know you'll feel better afterward, which improves your physical and mental state at one go. Next, you really have to motivate yourself. Why am I saying you really have to motivate yourself? It's really important because when when you motivate yourself, alam mo kahit sabi natin there's nothing impossible. Totoo 'yun. You really have to keep moving forward. Before, alam to ng relatives ko, alam to ng mga people close to me na they know that I'm really alam mo 'yun, I'm really ano ba? I'm an adventurous guy, and I'm the type of person na I don't quit really easily. Kaya yung when adulthood uh, came into my ano na my presence, parang sabi ko, uy, I'm not getting any younger. So I motivated myself. Sabi ko na, what will motivate me to go back to school? So yun, I told myself na parang stress na kasi yung stress na to, stress na. And then when I looked at my lola, I looked at my mom, and then one day my tita M, who is nag-comment siya bago lang, si tita M or tita Inday, always believed in me, and one of the people who really motivated me na it's never too late to finish education. And then masyado nang delayed, kumbaga masyado nang delayed, but hindi ko inisip yung tinanggal ko yung age factor, but rather inisip ko yung I want to finish because it will make me happy. And then whenever I get good grades and then I share it to them, and then sa small victories ko, that motivated me more and more to really do the best I can because I know it will also motivate other people. Alam mo yung parang when they see you, you are motivated, and then sila din na motivate. And if we want that kind of cycle to happen, na parang I motivate you, you motivate me. Kung si Barney pa, I love you, you love me, we're a happy family, parang ganun. So, yun yung gusto kong gawin. So, what you can do to distress is to really motivate yourself. Write down on a piece of paper. Gawa ka ng ano, you create motivational quotes. You write down, you print them, you cut them out, you put them in a jar, you put them in any fish bowl or whatever. Every day you get a piece of paper, boom, read it and then you reflect. Kahit nakasabi lang doon, do it. That's a very striking two words. Do it, or I believe in you. Alam mo yung parang you look at the mirror and you say, you're handsome, you're beautiful, you're sexy. I always tell that myself, hindi dahil vain ako, pero um, if I myself loves myself, I can love other people because I know the idea of loving. I know the importance of love. Because if I will not love myself, alam mo yung, hindi ako tidy, hindi ako mag-shave, hindi ako mag I just had my haircut, yan, o yan, o. And then it made my girlfriend happy. It made my lola during her birthday very happy. Not that I'm against yung, alam mo yung haircut, but it it motivated me to be more, alam mo yun, to take care of myself better. Ang ganda ng skin ko, 'di ba? Hindi po 'yan filter. That's that's natural na because I drink lots of water every day. I started the year every day 2 liters minimum talaga yan ng pure water. So it distresses me. So if you can still you can't get yourself out of that rut, think about all the reasons why you do what you do. Sure, work and study for financial stability in the future, for travel goals, etc. But that shouldn't be the sole reason why you do things. You just don't work because you have to work, but you do work because you have things to enjoy after by earning. So ganun din talaga as the idea of feminism steadily evolves, yan. Women are seeking more than just financial stability. Some aim to minimize wage gap, some bring about equal opportunities, and others also promote intersectionality among women from different races and backgrounds. Yan din talaga yung kinabibiliban ko, especially people nowadays. They motivate others. They don't want to pull others down. Kaya yun din yun. My channel will be pure of motivation. It may be Um, it may be from the photos that I will be taking sa aking photography section ng aking Facebook page. I will be posting simple acts of gratitude, simple acts of inspiration, like a street sweeper receiving a bottle of water from someone. I don't care how people will see it, but the way I see it, and I want people to know that that is humanity. That is a simple sharing. That is a simple act of giving. And that for me, no one can take that away. I don't care how you will view it. Basta if it made someone happy that day, someone was happy that day. And that's important. Kumbaga, let's take away the colors muna. Pero pag it's literally, it's purely politicking lang talaga. I mean, there's a different discussion for that. Pero you get the point na parang I want people to be distressed by seeing something that will make them happy. Parang nakakataba sa puso when you read a story about an old person in the streets or along the streets was being um being helped by students. Binigyan siya ng simple meal for that lunch. Oh, let's say it's charity or whatnot, but alam mo yung ang kasarap kayo magbasa ng ganun, or you see a video something like that. Parang even a short video that would inspire you to help is something that will distress me. Parang or simple videos of babies or mga cats or your pet animals. So, yun din talaga nakakataba ng ano. And shoutout din pala sa kay Grace Restificar and to my ASSF family. Thank you so much. And shoutout din pala sa kay Tita Bing, kay Tito Noel, and of course sa Estinozo siblings. Yan, shoutout from Huna. And yun po, another way is make peace with yourself. We always put ourselves at the last part of everything. And then we tend to forget to, we tend to forget our own life. Kumbaga, we are so fond of giving too much of ourselves and not leaving a cent, or leaving a portion, leaving a portion sa ating self. Kaya dapat whenever you're mad at yourself, parang, naging failure na naman ngayon. Hindi ko natapos yung aking dapat tapusin ngayon. Make peace with yourself. Sometimes a little bit of stress can actually be mm, beneficial for you. It if channeled the right if channeled the right way, it can be fuel so you can be more productive and achieve more job rewards, or try to make a note and list down all the things. Yung tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, yung sa isang article na shinare ko, na you can just jot down everything that makes you stressful so that you can avoid them, or you can learn how to handle them in the future na ma-experience mo yan. For example, at work, you cannot control anyone. For example, in a customer service industry, you can't control anyone. Kumbaga, you can't predict anyone's anger. You can't predict anyone's happiness. You can't predict anyone would be satisfied with your service or your product. So, in order for you to handle them, is y- you try to list them down and learn from others who have handled it properly. So in the long run, you could also apply that in your life, and then, it worked. And then you can just tweak it a little bit, and then you can improve it so that it could fit in the manner that it would be beneficial to you. So try to um, jot down a list, both directly and indirectly. You can either avoid the problem or come to a compromising solution, as avoidance won't always solve the matter. Kaya yung sinabi ko is either pag alam mong delikado yan, you avoid. Pero pag alam mong pwede, you can still de-escalate and you can resolve it. You can resolve it. You try to resolve it in the manner na hindi siya hindi siya stressful sa iyo. So yun din talaga na you don't want to be an escapist din. Yun din yung danger niyan. When you try to avoid things that would harm you, you should know how or when you should avoid. Kasi not all the time you need to avoid. Dapat kailangan mo din face, for example, kasalanan mo. You don't have to avoid that. You have to face the music, and you have to correct yourself in order for you not to commit the same mistakes in the future, because it will add more stress in you. And next would be decide with coping mechanisms that would work best for you, and try it implementing daily ba. It will start with daily or possibly weekly muna, and you try to assess. And then at the end of the week, sabihin mo na, uy, hindi ako masyado stressed this week, despite the fact that it's already more than despite the fact it's already a week gone by. So kailangan mo talagang really have to understand na you really have to evaluate and assess what happened the whole week. Na sabi mo, hindi na masyado na stress sa isa ko workmate na stressor ko last year. Bakit kaya? Because hindi ko siya pinapansin kahit napapapansin siya, or I try to talk to her properly or him, na pinoint out ko, uy, alam mo, masyadong annoying na yung ginagawa mo. Ganun. And it's not helpful to the team. Ganyan. In that way, siya din, you help her na parang, ay, annoying pala yun. Akala ko hindi annoying. Because sometimes there are people who would not know that they are already harmful to others, or being um, giving a bad influence, if you're not trying to stop them, or you're not trying to really inform them of their doing, or their actions rather. And I just shout out to CC. Oy, CC, thank you so much. I miss our class talaga. I hope we could have coffee, or we can eat dun sa Korean restaurant dyan sa Vicenta. And hopefully we could hang out again with the trainers. And I really miss the lessons, the lessons, and of course our activities, and our Friday sessions, like especially our graduations. And shout out to MJ Som. Oy, Chingu. Ayan, hi, hi, hi. Thank you so much for visiting my live. And we only have 14 minutes, so thank you so much, guys, for thank you everyone for keeping me company with this live talk. This live talk is going to um be happening every Sunday, 9 p.m. onwards. But it normally is a 3 hour session. So I will have a month end guest. So every month there will be a special guest that will be joining me, like a co-host and also yung i-hot seat natin. But all of the questions will be inspirational and motivational and life moving. So if you have any topics or if you have any questions that you would like to ask in the future, um, please feel free to send them over so that we could also include that and I could credit you for a wonderful topic or a wonderful discussion for a specific live talk session. And I really appreciate you guys for following. And you can check out the pinned comment for my official Facebook page. I will be launching my official YouTube channel next month, and also my Facebook page will be the official platform for me to conduct my streaming, my vlogging, and other activities. You can just check them out on the pinned comment, or you can just key in Bulldog Lagon on the search tab on your Facebook account, so that you could search my official Facebook page, or you can just key in on the tab www.facebook.com/ashbulldoglagon89, and then you will be redirected to my official page. And you can also check out my friends streaming page, Necole and Ana de Luna's streaming page as well. And shout out to Pat Cocon. Yan, Pat, earlier nandito si Tim also visited. And shout out to my Pet Melody squad. I really miss you guys. Tapos si Ella, si Aliona, good Pat, nag-open ang yellow cab dito sa may Ecoland Drive. Hindi gyapon siya man libre. Grabe, grabe, grabe ka. Alyona, grabe ni mo kaon sa ba? Pila na ka years di nagtrabaho. Di gyapon ko man libre sa mo ah. But yeah, kidding aside, I miss you guys. So, lastly, just to give us a sum up of how to handle stress, there are a lot of ways. Next week we're still going to continue how to handle stress, and at the same time, I will be it will be on the 17th of December. I will also have a special guest. It will be Anna De Luna. She's the one on the comment section earlier, and at the same time, she has a Facebook page as well. You can check it out. It's won't hurt your heart tree. Yeah, and she stream Pokemon game. Excuse me, Pokemon games on her Facebook page. So you can also check that out. And shout out to Andy Encarnacion. Hoy Andy, baka you can share this to your friends, to your classmates, and to our ACD community. If you're looking for inspirations, if you're looking for a motivation, and if you could share your stories as well, I'd be more than happy to share that over my communication, or my page rather. And yeah, there are moments when even the calmest girl or person feels the urge to, throw a fit or throw tantrums all of a sudden, lalo pag when you have the red letter days. Chalk it up to stress, like the emotional and physical reaction from too much anxiety, especially now in this time of pandemic. When people get stressed, we always feel irritated, or we find it very difficult to concentrate. Stress may even result in headaches, like trauma, or increased heart rates. Alam mo yun, parang you're too nervous always, and it's really something that no surefire way to get rid of stress, but rather we could still manage how to deal with stress, because we can't avoid stress, but we can manage how to deal with it. And we can always do things to really evaluate everything. And that's one thing that we really have to take into consideration nowadays, because not all the time we're happy, not all the time we're, we're in this um limbo of excitement, because there will come a time that we will be stressed out. We will be stressed out of work, from our relationship, sometimes from our friends, from our classes, from simply losing from a game. That will add to stress every day. So what I always remind people, or advise people, is that um take a break. It's never too late to take a break. First, find a corner in your room, find a go- take your phone, deactivate from Facebook if you want, or social media. Call your friend. If you have your partner, talk to your partner. Ask your partner, what do you want to eat in at your favorite restaurant, or would you like to watch a movie together? There's a multitude, or there are a lot of ways for us to really deal or handle stress, or a simple learning of a new thing, like planting trees, or ironing all your jackets and hanging them up. There are a lot of ways to really handling stress. And if you know that stress is coming your way, because you know how to handle them already, it will be easier for you to overcome them in the future, and it will make your life easier and calmer at the same time. So um don't try to avoid them all the time, but try to handle and manage them, because stress is part of life, because it's like a problem that will always have a solution. But if you will only think of it as a problem all the time, it's gonna be a big problem. So instead of avoiding, or try to be an escapist, try to how do you call this, try to m- make ways, or try to have moments in your life to really handle stress. And it's never too late to really be an inspiration, or be a distressor, not the stressor of um anyone. So if you find your friend, or if you can see anyone posting on social media that, hey, I'm sad, or you think that they are being stressful, a simple sending of a hey, kamusta ka, or checking them out, is really something. It's really will make their day lighter. Like, or sending them a cute meme, or a cute like pet video. There are a lot of ways to loosen up the day of some people who are really stressed out, especially those who are not really keen of handling stress, because you are more capable of managing stress. Be that lending hand, be that extra hand to them, and reach out. Hey bro, hey Bash, and I know I know it's random, but you can check this video. And then it's something that's really pero pag hindi kayo close, wag naman masyadong alam mo yung parang masyado ng FC, but you get what I mean, na some people would just react to your memes. Some people will just, visit your page because of the funny videos you post or repost. So as long as it's not violent, or it's not depicting or eliciting violence or whatever, um, it's nice to really be an inspiration to others, or motivation. Just to share with you, a lot of people nowadays will just share, tag me, or you send me a message na, Ash, y- your video is really funny. That in itself, it's something that will fuel me na, oh, thank you so much for appreciating that meme, or thank you so much for appreciating that video. And it somehow you touch someone's life for that day, or on that day. It means a lot to me. It may not be meaning a lot to others, but it's something that is really going to make people's lives lighter. So anyways, that article was also published again from Candy Magazine, so feel free to read it on the comment section. I will be posting the um, how do you call this, the link, so that you can check them out, and please don't forget to like and follow and share the page of Candy Magazine as well. Yeah, and huge shout out to my cousins in Cebu, Lawrence, Gabby, Blake, and Patrick, and Tita Daf and Tito Sunny. Shout out to you, cousins there. Sayang walang sinulog. I was also planning to go to Cebu dapat this year, so that we could, bond again as cousin, and like enjoying Cebu life again. So yeah, it's already 3 minutes before we end our live stream. Again, thank you so much everyone for honoring or being part of this night, or being part of my live talk. Catch me again next Sunday. That will be on the 17th of January. Same place here on my Facebook page. I would also like to thank Libni Fortuna and Sarah Suyo for always being an inspiration. To my coach Avon, to my coach EJ, coach Jody, coach Arvin, Rem, John, Christopher, Isabel, and her partner Argeline, to my team Financial Compass. Thank you so much for being supported all the way. To my Freshing family, to my Wink family, thank you so much. To my friends and colleagues from Kabataan, thank you so much, guys. And again, it's never too late to be inspired. To end this, I'm just going to give you the thought of the night. Um, Instead of being the stressor to everyone, be an inspiration, be a motivation. Ask for prayers, pray for them, help them, heal them, instead of being a negative person. Be a positive person to others. That will make your life easier, that will make you happier, and it will extend your life longer. As my lolo would always inspire us, or as my lolo would tell us, we serve and share because we care. Again, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And next week, we will have a special guest, Anna De Luna, and hope you will also join in by commenting your answers on our poll question of the week. I will be posting it on my Facebook page, and at the same time on my Facebook profile, so that we could read them during our show on the 17th. My special guest will be Anna De Luna, and I'm so excited also because it's gonna be my first time conducting an interview um, with Life Talk with AB. So keep on dreaming, everyone. Keep on believing. Nothing's impossible, and I pray that you will be in good hands. Best health to your family and more success in your life. And before I forget, and a huge shout out to Lady Vera. Lady Vera, Facebook page is also in the pinned comment. She will also be one of my special guests this month, and it's going to be fun. It's gonna be a very exciting topic as well, because we're going to talk about heartbreaks during um our session, this like the month ender episode of Life Talk with AB. So I'm so excited for that, guys, and I do hope that you will be continue supporting us. Um, Once again, good morning or good night wherever you are. Keep on praying, and before we end, I will end this with a very um simple and solemn prayer. So, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, Amen. Um, Heavenly Father, thank you so much again for giving me um the strength, the energy, the compassion, and the passion, and the knowledge to share with our viewers and our supporters and our friends, Lord. Because without the wisdom that you provided me, and this life that you gave me, um, I would not have this opportunity to reach out to them, even in this platform, Lord. And as we go to sleep, as we go to work, please bless our families, keep us away from harm. To our frontliners, Lord, backliners, to all medical practitioners and researchers, and to our leaders, Lord, to always work hand in hand to find a solution to this problem. Please help the poor. Please guard them from all the despair, the loneliness, and isolation, Lord. And as I end this night's life talk, we always remember you being a servant to others, being an epitome or a catalyst of justice, a person who loves peace, rooted in social justice, rooted in unity that is um full of happiness. And I do hope that when the time comes, you will always remind us that life is full of beauty and it's never too late to be better. And again, Lord, we are sorry for all the sins that we have committed. We repent for all the mistakes, and we do hope that you could provide us the strength to overcome every day, Lord. And I do hope that you will always provide us with inspiration, motivation, and turn our lives to something that is exceptional and remarkable. And Lord, in your mighty name, we glorify you. And then we will always thank you for giving us another chance to see wonders and beauty in life. Amen. Right, guys? So thank you again for joining me. So catch me again next week, only here, Life Talk with AB. Bye.